All right, welcome in everyone. How are we doing on this Sunday late afternoon, Sunday evening ahead of Lions Steelers? The final home game of the season for the Detroit Lions, and one that they have to win, one that they cannot afford to lose as their playoff hopes rest in the hang in the balance. That's the right saying. Rest on a knife's edge, hang in the balance, whatever you want to say. Their season is on life support. All they can do is win the games in front of them. We obviously got a bad result with the Bears beating the Packers last night in overtime, which doesn't help. So we will just have to wait and see how the rest of the season shapes up. The division's back in play, though, if the Bears lose to the Niners next week. But the Lions would need the Packers to lose to either the Vikings in Week 18 or the Ravens in Week 17. So, yeah. I just watched the Dolphins go down 21-45 after garbage time. How do you think I feel? Pretty bad. Although you weren't making the playoffs anyways, so better draft pick at least. Maybe. Silver linings. I mean, Quinn Ewers didn't look completely horrible. I apologize for Waddle's performance. Says, that's fine. Achane came through for me, so that's all that matters. He got the long touchdown, so Achane did his job. In one of my leagues, I'm in a dogfight right now. I have my dynasty team. I went 12-2 in the regular season, and I had a first round bye, and I come into the semifinals here. And my opponent had Kenneth Walker on Thursday night. I had JSN. And then he had Chris Olave drop 31 on me. And then I had Ted McMillan and Omarion Hampton combined for 30. So, I'm in a dog fight over there. But we're not here to talk about fantasy. We are here to talk Lions. Lions Steelers getting set to kick off. It looks like the Lions are going to receive the ball. This is going to be a big one. No Nick Herbig, no TJ Watt for the Steelers, which means former OSU standout Jack Sawyer is going to be starting at edge for the Steelers in this one. It's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting, folks. Kirby Joseph for the Lions did get placed on IR. His season is over after that setback with the knee injury. So long term, some questions there. But again, all that matters is the game in front of us. One last time in Ford Field, as this game is underway, as the kick is away. It'll be fielded at the 2, returned up to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, up to the 27, where Jacob Sailors is cut down. And the Lions offense will take the field. No Graham Glasgow, no Tristan Colin. It is Kingsley Iguakon at center, although Christian Mahogany is back at left guard at least, but... So the Lions have 4 out of 5 starters on the O-line, but you have a new center in there. So Gokon, all I'm looking for him, just don't have any issues with the snap. So 14:56 to go in the first. Goff takes the snap quickly. Looking off the right side, it's caught. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's going to pick up 7 yards on the first play of the day for the Lions offense. Lions went quick up at the line there. And we are underway, folks. 14:47, 46, 45 for those of you who want to sync up your feeds. So Gibbs in the game. He's had a very weird trend of 0 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. 0 touchdowns, 3. We'll see what happens now in this one. He's due for a 3-touchdown game, technically. So Goff under center on 2nd and 3. He is going to fake it to Gibbs. He is going to get sacked. Okay. Well, that is a way to go, I guess. Sure. Okay. Welcome back, Christian Mahogany. Immediately gets beat for a sack. Bad start, Mahogany. Oh my lord, that was horrible. What was his goal on that play? What were you going for? The Steelers are amped up for this one as the Steelers are hunting down a potential division title. So back to 3rd and 11 now. Goff in empty. Tesla in the game. Gibbs motioning in. There's a quick screen outside to Gibbs. Gibbs gets nothing because it's a screen, and everyone knows the Lions always call screens on 3rd and long, and that is a very quick 3-and-out for the Lions offense. Horrible. Good start, and you get too cute, too predictable on third down. And once again, this Lions offense does not have an ability to recover when they get behind schedule. Horrible. As Fox's punt is away, and that'll be fielded at the 21-yard line by Calvin Austin, and he is going to gain a couple of yards and be knocked out at around the 27-yard line. So here comes our old friend, Aaron Rodgers, back in Ford Field. Obviously, Lions fans, we know this man very well. So this is, I'm very sad Kirby Joseph isn't playing because that would have been a guaranteed interception or two. But, oh well. 18 career wins versus Detroit. I honestly thought that would be higher. And 54 passing touchdowns. Second most all-time versus the Lions. To start this game, he is under center with the running back Jaylen Warren in the backfield, and he takes the snap. It's going to be a play action to start this game. Rodgers rolling out, throws it back over the middle. It's incomplete, knocked away by Rock Ya-Sin in coverage on DK Metcalf there. Rock Ya-Sin, the Lions' best corner this season, and that is not hyperbole. He's outplayed DJ Reed. He's outplayed Amik Robertson. Terrion, when healthy, is probably better than him, but he's been fantastic for the Lions. Also, the Lions haven't had a lot of help outside of him, but good start for him. Brings up 2nd and 10 with 13:02 to play. Rodgers now lining up in shotgun. Back lined up to his right. Rodgers, man in motion. He's going to take the snap. Delayed handoff to Warren. He's going off the right side. Warren. Blockers out in front. Nice run for Jaylen Warren. That's going to be a gain of 11 before Jack Campbell finally tracks him down. And that is a first down for the Steelers. Down to 12:47, 46, 45 to play in the first quarter here. Now the Steelers, they do not have a very explosive offense, but the Lions have been bleeding explosive plays, particularly in the pass game. Aaron Rodgers has like the lowest amount of 20-plus yard air throws, but this would be a time to uncork some of them. He's under center here, and he's going to fake it to Warren once again, and he's going to dump it off to Washington. It's deflected in the air. Anzalone unable to react in time. That's an incomplete. That is a drop for Darnell Washington, the former Georgia Bulldog. And that brings up 2nd and 10. I don't know why Hutchinson was so far from home. And by home, I mean the defensive line. But, okay. That's a weird one. I'm not going to ask questions. 2nd and 10 for the Steelers. The goal for the game was to get them into as many of these situations where you can just pin your ears back. Come on, Hutch. 2nd and 10. Takes the snap, quick throw outside to Metcalf. DK Metcalf with a blocker out in front. He's going to pick up 4 yards there. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 6. Or, sorry, they're going to give him 5 yards on that. As we tick down to 12:04, 12:03, 12:02, 12:01. So 3rd and 5 here for the Steelers. They do have some injuries on the offensive line, so it's going to be important for the Lions to get any sort of pressure. The defensive line has not been good as of late. So you got to be better in that regard. Lions showing a little bit of pressure as Rodgers is alone in shotgun. He's going to take the snap, looking left. Now he's under pressure, dumps it off over the middle. It's caught. Darnell Washington, 1st down, well into Lions territory. Not a dump off, sorry. Flings it over the middle. Rodgers, it made it look like a dump off, but that was a probably 10, 15-yard throw. And Washington takes that down to the 37 of the Lions. Hutchinson dropped into coverage on that play, and nobody covered Washington over the middle for some reason. Not great. So 11:06, 05, 04. Rodgers, under center. Kenneth Gainwell checks in. It's going to probably be outside zone then. Rodgers gives it to Gainwell off the left side. He breaks a tackle. He gets to the 2nd level, and Campbell will stuff him there after a gain of 6. Way too easy. Way too easy. Lions defense has got to sharpen up and quick, because that's not acceptable. Got a couple of you in here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, folks. Takes a second, helps the channel grow. Second and 5 now for the Steelers. Rodgers under center again. Gainwell the back. They have a fullback in the game as well. Or is that Connor Hayward, the H-back? Rodgers takes the snap, fakes it off, and he's under pressure. He's going to get hit. He's going to get sacked. Aiden Hutchinson was the first one there, but Anzalone and Thomas Harper get in there as well. So Hutchinson at the very least gets half a sack, which means that he is into double digits on the year. He just burns around that left tackle. Yep. I don't know who else is going to get a sack there, but Hutchinson definitely was the first one there. Who are you rooting for to clinch the NFC South? I think the Panthers deserve it more, I think. I'd be fine with the Panthers getting it. I like Bryce Young. I like Ted McMillan. I think they deserve it. 3rd and 14 coming up for the Steelers here. Time running out on them, and they are going to burn a timeout by the looks of it. So the Steelers on the edge of field goal range. Wouldn't be shocked if they just try to hit a shorter play to get back into field goal range. Panthers greater than the Buccaneers? Yeah. I mean, they won today, and that was a good game today. I know the Bucs are kind of... I don't even know how to describe the Bucs this season. They're just weird, man. They're weird. Also, I was mad at them because I have Igbuka in fantasy, and he was routinely not on the field. They had McMillan playing over him. Why? Even as a non-fan, like, Igbuka's good. Him and Baker have just gotten off the same page. It's weird. 3rd and 14, Rodgers in shotgun. Gainwell motions back into the backfield. He's lined up to Rodgers' left. Rodgers. Lions calling for a false start. They're not going to get it. Rodgers alone in shotgun now as Gainwell motions out. Takes the snap. Quick throw. It's deflected by Anzalone, and it's incomplete. Alex Anzalone came unblocked off the edge. It was a designed play to try to get it past him and bait him into it, but Anzalone too quick. Bats the one up in the air, and the Lions get a stop. Good job, boys. Good job. Hey, you know what? Oh, they are going to try a field goal. Oh, yeah, 59-yard attempt, so it's a long field goal for Boswell. He is one of the better kickers in the league and has been for a long time, but this is no gimme. Chris Boswell from 59. The kick is away. It's up. It is. Wow. It's good. Had a couple of extra yards to spare as well. So the Steelers open the scoring, go up 3-0 with 9:21 to go in the first. Now, I saw the score alert that the Cardinals are up 10-0 already. How on earth? What's going on there? I need Bijan to do stuff for me, please, preferably. So I kind of need that to be a close game. So that's, I can get some points. But shout out Jacoby Brissett. All right, folks. So we're underway. How are we feeling about the Bears beating the Packers last night? How are we feeling about the Lions' chances after that? I had said the most realistic path was the Bears losing to the Packers. The Packers win. The best case scenario is probably off the table at this point, which was the Packers to win the North, the Lions to beat out the Bears for the 7 seed, and then you get to go play Green Bay in the wild card round without Micah Parsons. Probably feel better about your chances there. Now it's looking like, well, now the best case scenario is the Lions can actually win the North if the Packers lose to the Ravens next week. They're not going to lose to the Vikings. So if they lose to the Ravens next week, which is possible, then, especially if Love is concussed, then the Lions just have to beat the Vikings and the Bears, and we need the Bears to lose to San Fran next week, and the Lions could still win the North. And in that scenario, I think the Bears would be the 7 seed. The Packers would miss. The Lions would presumably be the 3 seed in the NFC and host probably San Fran. So that's an interesting scenario. The one time I want the Packers to win, they lose, I know. See, FTP knows no bounds. It's FTP forever. Even when we need them, they just disappoint us. So That's one scenario. Another scenario is if the Packers win out, they would get to 11 wins. If the Lions win out, they would get to 11 wins. And if the Bears lose to the Niners, I mean, if the Bears beat the Niners and lose to the Lions win out, the Packers win out, the Lions would miss the playoffs with 11 wins. That's a bad scenario. Obviously, if the Lions lose at all in the next 3 weeks, they're going to miss the playoffs. But again, can only really deal with the games in front of you. So right now you're down 3-0. You had a horrible first series offensively. Let's get it together. As the kick is away, it's going to be fielded at the 4. Sailors up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 34-yard line. Okay, not a horrible return by Sailors. Actually doing something for once. As we're getting a flashback to that game against the Cowboys on Thursday night where Jahmyr Gibbs had 77 receiving yards. As dynamic as ever. Need to see more of it. Showing, so the CBS broadcast showing how much the Lions love their screens, and yes, they do. Gibbs is still in the game. 1st and 10 here. Goff under center. Gibbs is the back. He is going to take the snap and give it to Gibbs off the right side. Jahmyr Gibbs. He's going to fumble the football, collect it, and he's going to end up losing 3 or 4 yards as a result. I hope the Lions clinch and kick out the Packers. They had one win at the season kickoff, proceeded to yeah. For obvious reason that annoys me. Yeah. So Jahmyr Gibbs, he's usually pretty sure-handed, but fumbles the ball there. Bad start, and it's going to be 2nd and 14. Jack Sawyer on that edge. Goff motions into shotgun. Gibbs lined up to his left. 2nd and 14. Goff takes the snap. Has time. Looking to throw. Dumps it off to Ferkser in the flat. Ferkser just going to go forward for 3, maybe 4 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and long. Offense, you want to do anything, please? Pretty please? Geno. They're showing a replay. Geno Smith threw a pick 6 to Derek Stingley. Yep, that tracks. 3rd and 12. They only gave Ferkser 2 yards there. So 3rd and 12, Goff in the gun. Gibbs to his right. He's going to... Sawyer almost jumped. Goff going to take the snap. 4-man rush. Has time. Steps up. Throws. Dumps it off to Raymond over the middle. He's going to cut up field. Khalif Raymond. 1st down for the Lions. Nice play by Khalif Raymond there. Just takes the little check down. He got that at the 36-yard line, and he's able to turn up field, cut inside on Joey Porter. That's huge. That is a huge play. The Steelers are really backing off. So why did the Steelers use a timeout? When they were on offense, they just took too long to get a playoff. Goff under center now. Man in motion. Gibbs the back. He gets the ball up the middle. He's going to make one man miss. Gibbs fights forward. He's going to pick up 3 yards there. There was an unblocked man that came up the middle. That was Harrison. And Gibbs able to shake him and get something out of nothing. 2nd and 7 now. 6:52, 51, 50 to go. Goff in the gun with Gibbs to his left. Goff takes the snap. Has time. Steps up, throws it over the middle. It's caught. Nice catch by Ferkser. Down to the Steelers 36. A contested catch for Ferkser as Goff on the move puts it on the money. He had to put that a little bit behind Ferkser with the defender coming in. It was Queen coming in for a big hit. Perfectly placed ball by Goff, moving to his right, throwing back to his left, right into the gut of Ferkser. Montgomery checking into the game now. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Goff under center. He's going to give it to Montgomery, who's going to get met at the line and go nowhere. Bad blocking up front. Come on, guys. The O-line... We do this every time, man. One good game, one bad game. One good game, one bad game with this O-line. The Steelers' run defense is very bipolar this season, so it's possible that they're just going to play good, but come on. 2nd and 10. Goff under center. Montgomery is the back once again. Goff. Man in motion. Takes the snap. Gives it right back to Montgomery. Montgomery into the pile. He breaks free. Montgomery first down and more. Inside the 20. Down to the 17-yard line. David Montgomery. Great patience on that play by Monty. And that's a first down and more. Oh, Tate Ratledge just paving the way. Great blocking by the rookie right guard. Iguakan also did pretty good on that play. JMO blocking downfield. Love to see it. And Monty lowering the shoulder. Goff in the shotgun now. He's alone in shotgun. Gibbs is back in the game. Goff takes the snap. A little bit of pressure coming over the middle. It's incomplete. Looking for Amon-Ra St. Brown, but Joey Porter Jr. in coverage there. He's able to knock it away, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 with 4:43 to go in the first quarter. That's just great coverage. Great coverage. I don't know why Goff threw that, to be honest. Like that seemed like a play where pre-snap he determined it was man and he was just going to hot throw St. Brown. 2nd and 10 now. Goff in shotgun again. Gibbs to his left. St. Brown motioning around. Goff takes the snap. Goff looking. Throws it. Caught inside the 5. Is that Ferkser again? Anthony Ferkser. The backup. Well, I guess he's the starting tight end now. Getting involved here. That's another nice throw by Goff. Down inside the 5. Now from the 4. Goff under center. Gibbs the back. Goff. Jumbo set for the Lions. St. Brown in motion. They give it to Gibbs up the middle. He cuts it right. Now he's going to try to fall forward. He's only going to gain a yard there. Let's go Pittsburgh. Beat the low. James. Come on. Come on. Who do you cheer for, James? Are you a Bears fan? Packers fan? Come on. Reveal yourself. Who do you cheer for? So Gibbs, he's at 47 career touchdowns in like 47 career games. Tied with Barry for the most before turning 24. 2nd and goal. Tesla in motion. Goff takes the snap. Gives it to Gibbs. He is going to get crushed by Jack Sawyer in the backfield as Christian Mahogany misses another block, I'm assuming. He was the one in the area, so I'm assuming he missed the block. Mahogany, what are you doing? I don't know if he doesn't trust that leg. The Lions are drawing up these plays. If Mahogany hits that block, it's a touchdown. And instead, it's a tackle for loss because Sawyer comes unblocked off the edge. 3 negative plays for the Lions so far. A sack and 2 tackles for loss. From the 6 now, 3rd and goal, Montgomery checks in. Goff. Raymond in motion and St. Brown in motion. Goff takes the snap. They fake it to Montgomery, toss it to St. Brown. St. Brown spinning inside the 5 down to the 3 or the 2. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. And you know the Lions, you know Dan Campbell, you know they're going for this. The Lions tried to get a little cute there, a little underhand toss from Goff. The blocking's just not there for that. Not there. 4th and goal. 2:30 to go. Goff, under center. Montgomery the back from the 3-yard line. Goff, Tesla in motion. Takes this. Nope. Now he takes the snap. Fakes it to Montgomery. Looking to throw. On the run. No one open. Waiting. Throwing. End zone. Incomplete. Joey Porter knocks that one away. Looking for St. Brown. And the Lions come up empty on 4th and goal. Missed blocking man on the early downs. It kills them. It just kills them. No one's open. That's not even a bad ball by Goff, but that's just great coverage by Porter. What are your thoughts on the game last night as a Lions fan and also the Seahawks game? So last night I was very disappointed in the Packers because I was cheering for the Packers to win because the path for the Lions is a lot simpler. If the Bears had lost that game, it would have been okay if the Lions went out, they're in. But so very disappointed in the Packers. Good for the Bears, like good win for the Bears, but that seemed more like the Packers lost it more so than the Bears won. Like you've got an onside kick recovery that almost never happens because Romeo Doubs is an idiot. You've got a fumble on the 4th and 1 in overtime. Like just really bad by the Packers. As for the Seahawks, man, Sam Darnold, I still have a lot of doubt about his ability to play a complete game when it matters. I will give credit where credit is due, though. After the Shaheed punt return touchdown, the Seahawks roared back to life. That game seemed like it was firmly in the Rams' hands. Full credit to the Seahawks for coming back. Like the Rams put up so many points and yards, and you still found a way to win. Like, I did not imagine the Seahawks would win a game against the Rams where their defense was basically useless. So, full credit to Seattle for coming back in that one. That race is going to be fascinating. I'm like, the Seahawks are the most fascinating team in the NFC because they have such a good defense most of the time. But that offense is so inconsistent. So inconsistent. So we'll see, man. But very good win for them. All right, how's the rest of the NFL doing? Falcons got a couple of points. Jaguars got on the board. Bijan doing things. Bijan's trying to do things. Who scored for the Jags? Parker Washington. Good for him. It really felt like Cooper Kupp's fumble at the end of the first half drained all life from the Seahawks. Yeah. And when the Rams went up, what was it, 30-16? Was it? Was that what they went up by? That's when it felt over. Let's go Pittsburgh. You said that already, James. Who do you cheer for? Are you a Bears or a Packers fan? I see through you. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Now 2:07 to go in the opening quarter. Starting from their own 3-yard line after the failed 4th and goal. Rodgers under center, back in the backfield. Jumbo set for the Steelers. Man in motion. It is just going to be a run up the middle, and that's going nowhere. Thomas Harper and Roy Lopez, the tackle for loss at the 1-yard line. And that's going to make it 2nd and 12. Jaylen Warren got crushed. I'm a Bears fan. Yeah, there it is. Knew it. Roy Lopez almost got a face mask in there. That was dangerously close. Go San Fran next week, and we'll see you in week 18, my friend. 136-35 to go. Rodgers under center from the 1-yard line. Can the Lions get a safety here? Come on, defense. Rodgers, man in motion, takes the snap. Quick throw outside. It's caught, and that'll gain some yards. DJ Reed was too far off the line, so that'll bring up a 3rd and medium. Social experiment checking in. Okay, I'm here. What'd I miss? So the Steelers, they got a field goal on their first drive. The Lions went 3 and out on their first drive, and then they failed on a 4th and goal. That's the first place Chicago Bears. Yeah, fair for now. We'll see how the season finishes. I will say, the Bears, it's the Bears' division to lose, obviously. I don't know if I would take the Bears against the Seahawks or Niners or Rams, whoever they play from the NFC West in round 1. I don't know if I'd take the Bears. As Rodgers takes the snap, he quick throw left side, it's caught wide open. Calvin Austin, DJ Reed, I'm begging you to do anything, as that might be the last play of the first quarter. The Packers, I'm so used to Rodgers being a Packer. The Steelers will line up for a play, but they're just going to try to draw the Lions off sides. Presumably, at least. We shall see, though. 15, 14, 13 to go. Rodgers under center. He's going to change the play at the line. Just don't jump off sides, you idiots. Lopez, I see you getting ready to jump. But that will be the end of the first quarter. So that'll bring up the second quarter. Steelers up 3-0. Offense needs to finish drives here. The Bears will win the division and the conference. Who has the tiebreaker between Chicago and... I gotta look at how this finishes. The Seahawks have a game on you, and the Seahawks have the Panthers next week and the Niners in week 18. So you would need the Niners to beat the Seahawks or the Panthers, but I don't think the Panthers are going to. But who has the tiebreaker between Seattle and Chicago? I wish I could say James is wrong, but I don't know. I'm kind of thinking he's right. I don't think they're winning the conference. I think the Bears will be the 2 seed? Probably the 2 seed. Actually, you know what? I have to revise what I said then, because I was working under the assumption that they would be the 3 seed, but the Eagles are not going to pass them if they win the division. So that would mean the Bears play the Packers or the Lions in the first round. Obviously, as a Lions fan, I would biasly say the Lions. I'd take the Lions, but for as much as the Lions are capable of beating the Bears, not going to be a sure thing at all. The Bears would be favored in that matchup. And the Packers, without Parsons, I mean, for as good as the Packers defense played for the most part, I feel like the Bears should be able to run the ball more effectively next time they play. So, I went to a flea market here at my mom's hometown, and I spotted what I thought was a black and blue Lions jersey. I got so hyped and rushed over there looking like H&M just to get there. It was a Cowboys jersey, FML. That's unfortunate. Yes, the Bears will win the conference and the Super Bowl over New England. No, and no to all of that. I don't think they're going to win the conference. I'm very confident saying they won't win the Super Bowl. And I'm also very confident saying New England will not be the AFC representative. I'm late. How we've been so far. Offense just didn't punch in the ball from a 4th and goal. Defense is fine. The defense is fine. That's sad, Amar. Yeah, that's tragic. Do you think the Lions will get their stuff together in the upcoming offseason? No reason to think otherwise. Brad Holmes does need to get some more day one impactful rookies in here, though. Been a few too many projects over the last few drafts. We need some more day one impact players. But that's an offseason conversation. So, Steelers 1st and 10 from their own 16 to start the second quarter. Rodgers under center. Kenneth Gainwell checks back in. Connor Hayward motions into the backfield. Rodgers takes the snap. It is a handoff to Gainwell off the left side. Cuts back up the middle. He has a lot of room. Gainwell breaks free. First down and more up to the 34-yard line. This defense, man. Who's your pick in the mock draft? It's way too early to tell. Let me see where the Lions pick ends up first before we start getting to, who the Lions are going to possibly pick. That being said, trenches. Whoever, no matter where they end up, either a center or an edge. I've got my hot chocolate and my popcorn. I'm ready to suffer. That's a very interesting combination. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 14-23, 22-21 to go. And there is a stoppage for some reason. The Bears will win the Super Bowl against New England 49-3. If that happens, I don't even know what I'll do. I like that. Name it, because that won't happen. Knowing my luck, I would agree to do something heinous if that happens, and then they win 48-3. I'd be like, well, technically. Oh, there's an injury on the field. Avonte Maddox has to check out because I'm assuming he got hit in the head, so he has to just quickly go into concussion protocol. That sucks because the Lions don't have any other safeties, so that's not good. That is very, very, very not good. 14-22 to go in the first half. Steelers moving the ball here on offense. He has to go to the locker room. He has to go sit in a quiet room for a few minutes. Okay, let's try this again. 1st and 10 for the Steelers from the 34-yard line. Rodgers in the gun, back lined up to his right. He's going to wait. Now Gainwell's in motion. Now he's to Rodgers' left. Another man in motion. Rodgers takes the snap. Gives it to Gainwell off the right side. Gainwell met at the line. He's going nowhere. Derek Barnes. I don't know if it's a TFL, but it's at the line of scrimmage at worst. The Bears will win the NFL championship 73-0 over the Washington Redskins. Trust. I believe that one. I believe that one a lot more. Rodgers in the gun. They're going quick. Back to his left. 2nd and 10 takes the snap. Rodgers chucks it down the left side. Looking for Metcalf. Incomplete. Rock Yassin in coverage. And that was not even catchable. That was a bad throw by Rodgers. So that brings up 3rd and 10, and that's an opportunity for the Lions to hopefully get some pressure here. Ideally. Come on, Hutch. Go get me a sack. Go get me a sack. A couple of you in here, folks. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Takes 2 seconds. Helps the channel grow. 3rd and 10 now. 13:47 to go. Rodgers alone in shotgun. Now Warren motions back into the backfield. Nope, he's going to motion out front of the backfield. Rodgers takes the snap, looking to throw, has time. Rodgers, now time's running out. Jump throw, and that is incomplete. No flags? No flags. I don't think the Bears will win the Super Bowl, at least not this year. Next year, honestly, could be. If Caleb takes a step, absolutely. They got to continue to develop that roster, but it's Caleb. It all comes down to Caleb. Because I think Ben Johnson's done a good enough. The run game that they've developed under Ben Johnson with Mononga and Swift is fantastic. They have a good offensive line for now until Williams gets paid, because they paid a lot of money for that offensive line. So if Williams takes a step next year, they could absolutely compete. As the punt is away, it'll be fielded at the 20. Raymond going to just dart upfield and gain 3. However, there is a flag down, probably for a hold, so that's going to come back inside the Lions 15. But yeah, I don't think the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl. If they play the Packers or Lions, they could win a game. I don't think I would take them to beat San Fran or Seattle, if that's what it came down to. Definitely not taking them to beat the Rams. So, yeah. I think the Bears upside we got Landry. We got Landry. But yeah, I think the upside for the Bears is probably win the division and win a playoff game and establish yourselves as legitimate contenders going forward. However, I'm very curious what'll happen with a hey, clueless one. They're not the rest. Yeah, I know it's a joke, James. Obviously, they're not still the Washington Redskins. We know that. That's why it's a joke. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Oh, it's on the Steelers. We're just playing around, James. It's not that serious, man. It's not that serious. But yeah, I think the Bears could win a playoff game, though. Yeah, hey, man. You know what, James? For as much as like we're sitting here making jokes and I'm sitting here saying I disagree, I respect your conviction, and I respect how much faith you have in your team. Totally respect it. And at worst, this is something we actually can agree on, is Ben Johnson's a good coach. Pretty sure James is a troll. I mean, he might be trolling, but I don't really care. Troll, not troll. I don't. That's the thing. Like for you guys that are new here or like haven't been around, like I don't really care about trolls. I feel like everyone has a real conversation to offer and real insight to offer. Like come on, guys. We are all. Oh, hey, okay, whoa. It's social experiment. Hey, take it down a notch. All right, we don't gotta be talking like that. No, like the whole point of why I started making videos and why I've been so grateful to have this community be developing is because I get to have real conversations with you guys. The comment sections on my videos, especially when the Lions lose, obviously, like if a video gets like 100 comments, let's say, yeah, you might have like 5 that are either toxic or troll, like of the troll variety. But for the most part, everyone has been like really chill, like from other fan bases. Like shockingly, Chiefs and Eagles fans and Packers fans have been like the most pleasant to deal with, aside from Lions fans, obviously, because I love you guys above everything else. But it's been like very pleasantly surprising, because obviously it's kind of the the inherent bias I have against fans in general from Instagram and Twitter, like where like the vocal minority, the 5-10% of fans stand out a lot more on those platforms. Whereas on YouTube, I've found that for the most part, people are pretty reasonable and people want to have conversations. People want to be able to talk. Like, we just want to talk about football, man. We just want to be able to have conversations about the game we love. And that's what's so beautiful about it is, like, this is a space where we just get to chat football in a respectful manner and, like, just genuinely share our opinions without needing to devolve into the F you, F this, you suck, all that. So it's great, man. First and 10 for the Lions, 13:30 to go. Montgomery is the back, and he's going to be a play action to Montgomery. Goff under pressure, but he flings it down the right side. It's caught. Jameson Williams down to the Steelers' 41. He beats Joey Porter there. Yeah, Insta users just want to troll and rage bait. Twitter as well. It's it's unfortunate that trolling and rage baiting has kind of taken up the majority of sports talk online, but that's why I've been so surprised and pleasantly so this year. Alex Highsmith with a QB hit there. So thank you guys. How many yards did the Steelers lose from the flag? I'd have to go look. It was 10 or 15. Goff under center in I formation. Ferkser's not really a fullback here, but Montgomery is the back. Goff going to take the snap, give it to Montgomery. He's going to get met by Highsmith in the backfield and lose a yard. Do you have a telephone in your throat because you're spitting straight facts? I do not know how facts work. That is not really how fax machines work, but not that I've never used a fax machine in my life. I'm too young for that, but I do know that that's not how they work. Second and 12, they give a loss of 2 on that play. Again, unblocked guys coming off the edge are just making plays for the Steelers. The Lions are taking too long to get into these plays. Second and 12 now for the Lions. Goff in the gun. Monty to his right. Takes the snap. Looking right. Throwing right. It's caught. Jameson Williams. He'll pick up 6 yards there. Yes, but how does this TFL affect Jalen Waddle's legacy? They spit out paper, I guess. Okay, so clearly none of us are old enough to have used fax machines. They spit out paper. Pop quiz, guys. What's the difference between a fax machine and a printer? That's satire. I hope you know the answer, though. 3rd and 6. Let's focus on the football. That's the stuff we do know. 3rd and 6, Goff, Monty to his right, takes the snap, looking to throw. Goff throws it. It's caught. Amon-Ra wide open, inside the 25, inside the red zone, down at the 18, but there is a flag down. I think I saw one once. The printer prints paper, it materializes paper on the fly. Big time. Oh, it's on the defense. Let's go. It was a holding on the defense, but it's declined. So the Lions into the red zone there. Who's 33? Is that Sawyer? I don't know. Amon-Ra was left all alone there. I'll take it. Goff is slinging it early. Okay, let's get the lead here, fellas. Let's get in the end zone. Goff under center, Montgomery the back. A lot more Montgomery to start this game, and I'm liking it. Goff, man in motion, takes the snap, gives it to Montgomery, and he's going to get met in the backfield again. For the love of God, can somebody block one of these edge defenders? Alex Highsmith getting in the backfield again, unblocked, uncontested. That time it was Tate Ratledge missing a block. Honestly, stop pulling the guards. The guards have not made a single block pulling today. Max Verstappen. 2nd and 11. This is infuriating, man. The guards are really letting me down today. Gibbs checks back in as Goff takes the snap, looking to throw. Goff throws over the middle to Gibbs. It's incomplete as Gibbs drops it. I think Gibbs looked up to see Patrick Queen coming to lay a hit, and embracing for the hit, he was unable to secure the ball. That is not good. Oh, Bijan got me a touchdown. Let's go, Bijan. That a boy. Atta boy. I needed that. I really needed that. Oh, Bijan's having himself a day, which is exactly what I needed. Good job, boys. All right, 3rd and 11. Gibbs is the back to Goff's left. Goff in shotgun, takes the snap, looking left, throwing left. It is incomplete. Jameson Williams stumbled out of his break. That was going to be well short of the line to gain anyway. Joey Porter in coverage again on an incompletion. And that's going to bring up 4th and 11 and presumably a Jake Bates field goal. Great. Oh, that's great coverage by Porter. He pressed JMO so well off the line that JMO was off balance the whole time. He never recovered. I mean, even if he caught that, he wasn't going to go anywhere. Porter's playing really well. So Jake Bates comes out for a... This could be a 36-yard attempt. From 36. The snap is away, hold down, kick up. Whoa, kick kind of curved, but it is good. So the Lions tie the game up at 3. Much lower scoring game than I was expecting here. I stayed up all night working, and I started reading that sentence before, like I started reading ahead and I just saw drinking and driving. I was like, Amari, what are we doing? But I stayed up all night working in a drinking and driving game for a Christmas game jam and decided not to nap to watch the Dolphins and join the stream. What now? I've got nothing. What now? Nothing. You are an animal, I guess. That's all. That is all. You are simply an animal. All right, fellas. Here is the fantasy check-in. In one of my leagues, it looks like I'm pretty much guaranteed to go to the finals. I'm up by 13 with Bijan going right now, Brissett going right now, JMO going right now. And my opponent is done after this afternoon slate, and I still have Jonathan Taylor and George Kittle tomorrow night. In my Dynasty League, I have a 55% chance. That's going to be crazy. You live in Detroit, or are you an out-of-city fan? Out of city. I'm Canadian, actually. I'm a Canadian Lions fan. Oh, man. Fantasy football just brings such a special kind of anxiety that I'm not a fan of. Not a fan of. Nice. I think so. Now, don't ask why I chose the Lions way back when. For like a solid decade and a bit. That was a horrible life choice, but it's not so bad anymore. Okay, so 3-3. Offense is looking decidedly mid. The guards are not playing well in the run blocking. Who do you like for the CFL? I mean, back in the day, I used to like the Argos, the Stamps, but I'm not really a CFL fan. All right. But yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't watched the CFL in many years. It's been a while. Mainly because the CFL stinks now, but regardless, that's not relevant. As the kick is away from Bates, that'll be fielded at the goal line, returned out to the 5, to the 10, to the 20, 15, 20, 25. Gainwell gets that out to the 27. I live in the UP. I married into a Lions family 10 years ago. Now I'm doing this to my children, LOL. I mean, now it's acceptable to do this to your children. If this was like the Matt Patricia years, that would be child abuse. But no, that's awesome. That is awesome. As the Steelers are back out here from the 27. Rodgers in the gun with a back to his right. Freiermuth in motion. Rodgers takes the snap. Play action. Rodgers under pressure, dumps it off to the Muth. He is not going far. That'll be a gain of maybe 1, but Jack Campbell was there quickly. Also, did I just say the Muth? Shout out the fantasy footballers if you guys watch that podcast. I can't say Freiermuth without saying the Muth. Just fits better. Good tackle by Jack Campbell. Avonte Maddox in there as well. Rodgers was not happy with something. 2nd and 10 now. Rodgers in the gun once again. Both running backs in the game. Gainwell is in motion. Takes the snap. Looking left. Throws it to Gainwell. Gainwell. He's going to gain 5 on that little quick screen. Man, the Steelers, it is quick hit, quick hit, quick hit, quick hit, quick hit. 4-yard gain, sorry. As we're down to 9:10, 9:09, 9:08 to go for those who want to sync up your feeds. We got 8 of you in here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, folks. And hang out in the chat. 3rd and 6, 8:53, 52 to go. Rodgers alone in the gun. Lions showing blitz. Rodgers. Lions are really showing blitz. Maddox looked like he wanted to go too. Rodgers takes the snap. The Lions bail out of it. It's a screen to Freiermuth, and he's not going far. That is going to be a stop for the Lions up to the 35. It'll bring up 4th and 3, and the Steelers will punt. We got 10 of you in here. Let's go Pittsburgh beat the Lions. James, how many times are you gonna say that, man? We gotta find variations on these same statements. Good stop, yes sir. Good stop. The defense is playing better, which I expected because, I mean, there wasn't much lower we could go. That said, still needed to play better. As the punt is away, Raymond back to return it. That might have been a holding on Whiteside. That is going to be a... Oh, my Lord! Raymond, what are you doing? Fair catch that. As he gets crushed at the 15. Thank God he held on to that. Would you beef with Tom Grossi? No. Why would I beef with Tom Grossi? I would jokingly beef like, oh, yeah, FTP, screw the Packers. But, yeah, what is there to beef with? And also, I don't have the energy to beef with anyone, honestly, unless it's unless if someone's toxic to me, I'll be toxic back, but I'm not gonna, you'll never see me instigating anything with anyone. That's just, like, what's the point? There's a lot of negative. If you want to find that kind of stuff, there's plenty of negativity in the world. I'm perfectly happy to just live in my little niche and just have my nice little community out here. What's your favorite AFC team? Personally, I picked the Bills. It's a good pick. I think by default, one of my best friend is a Broncos fan, so him and I kind of have a mutual, like, I have a Broncos jersey in the closet. He has a Lions jersey that he wears sometimes, and we kind of have that mutual, like, I'll cheer for your team, you cheer for my team too. No, like, for real, Tom Grossi is a top 10 NFL fan of all time, but would you beef with Tom Grossi? No. I told you. No, I would not. I would rather, no. There's absolutely nothing about Tom Grossi, aside from him being a Packers fan, that I could possibly, like, go after. Like, what would be the point? He's one of the most, he's like the paragon of good NFL fans. So, no. Tom Grossi is something to aspire to, look up to, not something to beef with. Grossi is such a good guy to be like beefing with a puppy. Yeah, like what would be the point? And like, yeah. Like friendly beef. Oh, yeah. Like, I would have banter with him, for sure. I would absolutely slander the Packers in his presence. That is different, though. That's not beef to me. That's just like banter. So, yeah. But no, Grossi is, I saw he had his charity stream yesterday did really good. I will say, that is one thing, speaking of, like, aspirations and, like, something to aspire to, the idea, like, the charity streams that Grossi does, definitely something that I would love to do at some point if I got a big enough base. Goff under center here. Gibbs is the back. Goff going to take the snap, fake it to Gibbs. He's under pressure. Look out. Oh, he's going to get sacked. Okay. Highsmith came screaming off the edge, and then the entire interior fell apart. Cam Hayward was the first one there. And that's going to be a loss of 5. Man, oh man. Who's he working on? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. We've got a development. Christian Mahogany's out of the game. I did not check Twitter. Christian Mahogany's out of the game. Miles Frazier is in, and also Gibbs just completely ruined that by running into Frazier and stopping him from blocking Hayward. But Mahogany is out of the game. He didn't look good in the first quarter, so that's interesting. Miles Frazier, the rookie out of LSU, getting action here. 2nd and 15, Montgomery checks into the game, but Gibbs is still in as a receiver. Takes the snap. Quick throw outside to Gibbs, and Goff just flubs it. Incomplete. Gene asking, what is one NFL rule you would change? I would bring back the surprise onside kick. I would change that rule back. Yeah, that's a bad throw. Yeah, that was a horrible throw. I don't know. It's uncontested. I don't know what happened there. Just bad by Goff. I got 13 of you in here, folks. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. Takes 2 seconds, helps the channel grow. Happy to have you all here. 3rd and 15 now. Goff. Please don't throw another screen. Actually, they're going to run it with Monty, aren't they? Goff takes the snap. No, he's actually going to throw. Goff throws it over the middle. It's caught. He checks it down. Is that Shane Zylstra? I mean, good for Zylstra to get his first catch since coming back from injury, but he's panicking a little, maybe? Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't trust Kingsley Aguakon and rookie guard, especially when the offensive line just isn't playing well. Me and Devon A-Chain have like 1,200 yards combined on the season. You know what's crazy? Jahmyr Gibbs and I have like 16 touchdowns combined too. Yeah. So Jack Fox out to punt. Inside of 6:30 to go. The punt is away. Come on, boys. Get some decent coverage there. Oh, that's got to be a flag. It was fair caught. Yeah, that's a flag. As a man was taken down on the punt coverage. Is that Dorsey? And just like that, we punted back again. Ugly game so far, folks. Ugly, ugly game. That's got to be a holding. So that is going to be a 10-yard penalty, which I think brings the Steelers back to the 20. I ain't scared of penalties. I am the penalties. What does that even mean? Cardinals still chipping away up 16-10 on the Falcons. Okay. I need Jacoby Brissett to do a little bit more for me. I was hoping for a bit more of an explosive game. There's still time, social experiment. There's still time. All it takes is one Jahmyr Gibbs run to open this thing up. Or one Jameson Williams catch to open this thing up. Or a turnover would be great. That'd be cool. I'd like a turnover, actually. That'd be a really good idea. Actually blows. So, yeah. I was going to be like, oh yeah, okay, so let's check in on how the Lions playoff scenarios, look it up. There's nothing else to look at. The Lions just have to win. I wasn't even going to. The Falcons' downfall needs to be studied for real. I mean, does it? We all know where the downfall started and why it was 28-3. What more needs to be said? They lost that Super Bowl and they never mentally recovered from 28-3. Interceptions are literally the most exciting thing in football. I can never help but to scream. Ooh, what is the most exciting play in football? Interception, because you are usually not expecting excitement. A strip sack, though, I'll be honest. A good strip sack when you can see, like, it was ironically against the Bears. Sorry, James. When Hutchinson strip sacked Justin Fields in 2023 to end that game with a safety. Like, you could see that play developing, and it's like, like, you just get super hyped up. But the interceptions, a pick six is got to be up there. But a good interception, like, I remember it was, what year would this have been? Was it 20? It might have been a Patricia year, where the Lions were playing No, I think it was one of the last Caldwell years when the Lions were playing the Chargers and Darius Slay got a game-clinching interception with like 3 minutes to go or 2 minutes to go or something. Like, that was hyped. That was hype. Let's hope 28-3 doesn't become our 24-7. I think you mean that the other way around, but yeah, let's hope not. So Rodgers under center from the 21-yard line. Warren in the backfield. Man in motion. Rodgers changing the play. Hutchinson not in the game, interestingly. He's going to take the snap, toss it off the left side to Warren. He's got nothing. Going to get met in the backfield. Campbell pushes him out of bounds for a loss of 1. F Detroit, they're not going to be in the Super Bowl. I know you're trolling. Don't worry. I know they're not being in the Super Bowl. It is. I'm still going to be shocked if it's not the Rams, to be honest. I think. Actually, yeah. Official prediction time. The Super Bowl will be the Rams and the Bills. I think Josh Allen gets it done without having to face Mahomes. 2nd and 10. Rodgers in the gun. Warren to his right. Takes the snap. Looking left. He's now going to dump it off right to Warren. Warren has a blocker out in front. Makes a man miss. Darts forward. Oh, wow. He actually gained like 6 yards there. Good play by Jaylen Warren. Brings up 3rd down and 4 with 5:23, 22, 21 to go for those of you who want to sync up your feeds. 5:18, 17, 16. All right, it's big 3rd down here. Come on, boys. Come on, fellas. Rodgers alone in the gun. Interesting. 5:05 exactly, 4:59 to go. Rodgers alone in shotgun, Metcalf in motion. Rodgers takes the snap. He's under pressure. He gets sacked. Aiden Hutchinson with his 2nd sack of the half. And that brings up 4th down. There's that man. I've been saying Aiden Hutchinson, he's been really good at getting pressure as always. He works through the double team there, but he hadn't been finishing enough plays. How about 3 sacks in the last 6 quarters? You know, James, I understand why you're saying the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl and it's going to be a blowout, but why are you affording New England 3 points in your prediction? Off-brand. As the punt is away, 49-0. Raymond's going to return this one without getting popped. He takes it up to the 37-yard line. Oh, okay, that's a late. What are you doing? That's a late hit. Heck yeah, that's our big boy. Yes, sir. That's why he gets the big bucks. Absolutely. So Hutchinson up to 11.5 sacks on the season, which ties a career high for him. Hold on. Hold on. Pause to go look at stats. Pause to go look at stats. Pause to go look at stats. Yep, he ties a career high with 11.5. So one more sack or one more half sack, and Hutch will set a new career high. 49-3 legendary comeback. Yeah, actually, it's going to be 49-3 in the first half, and then the Patriots are going to... Drake May's going to one-up Tom Brady with an even bigger comeback. But yeah, good for Hutchinson. Couple of sacks there. If Hutch can get to like 13, I'd call that 13 or 14 is probably a successful season. But that was all Muhammad. All Muhammad. By the way, speaking of sacks and half sacks and stats and all that, did you guys see the absolute BS that was the half sack awarded to Myles Garrett earlier, where Josh Allen falls, gives himself up, just puts the ball out of the end zone to save a safety, and Mason Graham touches Allen down. But because half sacks and those plays where a quarterback gives himself up is more subjective, the scorekeeper has discretion to award a half sack there. And the scorekeeper 150% was looking at it and like, let's give Myles Garrett half a sack so he can get a little bit closer. Like, come on. That was so egregious. I don't mind a defensive game, but they can feel so slow. Yeah, that's fair. But you know what? The Lions defense has been so unbelievably atrocious as of late. I'm not going to complain about a defensive game because My lord, is this a nice change of pace for our defense, even though the Steelers are hardly a good offense. All right, Lions back on offense. Goff in the gun. Gibbs lined up to his left, starting from the 37. 4:02 to play in the first half. Goff takes the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. Tesla, first down and more over midfield. A gain of 14 for Isaac Tesla. Who do you got, 49ers versus Bears? Ooh. I'm not going to lie. I'm cheering for the 49ers, obviously. I don't trust the Niners' run defense. I think the Bears might be able to run on them. I think that might be a big Monungai game. First and 10, Goff takes the snap, looking to throw. Over the middle, caught. Gibbs on the angle route, spins out of a tackle. Jahmyr Gibbs, first down, a gain of about 13 there. I know you didn't ask me, but I would say Bears. Oh, hey, whoa. Every comment is for everyone to answer. I know you guys are asking me, but absolutely chime in, everyone. Goff alone in shotgun again. Now Gibbs going to motion in. Not to the backfield, though. He's just going to be the slot receiver on this play. I'm also saying Bears in that because I'm predicting the worst. As Goff takes the snap, looking to throw. Over the middle, it's caught. Jameson Williams on the run inside the 30, down at the 29. This drive looking good. Yep, back in scoring range. Got to get in the end zone, though. Lions really going with the empty a lot on this one. Bears Super Bowl run confirmed. You know what? Maybe James is just right. Maybe we should just believe James, guys. Bears are going to the Super Bowl. As there is an injured Steeler down on the field, which will stop play. Well, actually, you know what? Let's map this out. So, Bears, now let's be honest. We went through this the last few years. Obviously, you want to get the 1 seed because it gives you a better chance at winning the Super Bowl. However, in this hypothetical where the Bears are going to win the Super Bowl, let's say that you want an extra game to cheer for, right? You might as well play the extra game. So, first round, Bears versus Packers. Bears are going to beat the Packers at home in the wild card round. Then they're going to go on to host the Rams in the second round. Well, the Rams, Matthew Stafford, he is going to get traumatized by Soldier Field just like he used to. He didn't really used to. I don't know. He played okay in Soldier Field sometimes. But Bears are going to beat Matthew Stafford the way that they used to. In the conference championship game, it's going to be the... I don't know, we'll say Seahawks. The Seahawks, and Sam Darnold turns back into a pumpkin, and then the Super Bowl. Apparently 49-3 Bears over the Patriots. You heard it here first, folks. That's the script. It's been leaked. This game is an advertiser's paradise. Man, every game is an advertiser's paradise. I will say, though, at the start of the season, I started the season with 100, 200 subscribers. And so I would do these streams with no audience. I was just doing the streams to farm for the short clips, essentially. Those commercial breaks, I would get so frustrated because I wouldn't have anything to talk about at the breaks. It'd be like, okay, let me just kind of spin my tires here for a few minutes while I wait for the game to go back on. But now that I've developed a little bit of an audience and you guys, I have a couple of regulars that check in for most of the streams now at this point, it's perfectly fine because now I can just talk to you guys and it's a lot better. For me, personally. For you guys, it probably still sucks, so I'm sorry. But I hope I make your commercial watching experience at least 10% better. Because that's what really matters, right? Okay, can Bijan get me another touchdown, please? He's trying. I respect him trying. Oh, Broncos down to the Jaguars. All right. Lions back up here. The Lions have 10 rushing yards in this game. Unacceptable. Let's get some more right here. Goff under center. Gibbs is the back. 2:40 to go. Goff takes the snap. Gives it to Gibbs. Off the middle. Gibbs makes one man miss, and he'll pick up 3 yards there. It's going to bring up 3rd and short. There's a couple more rush yards. Um, what on earth? DK Metcalf punched a Lions fan. As Goff takes the snap, gives it to Gibbs up the middle. He's going to weave through traffic for a first down and pick up 5 yards there. How on earth is Metcalf? What on earth? As we hit the 2-minute warning, I need to consult Twitter. What on earth happened? No one's going to question that. That's not a penalty. Metcalf can't get ejected for that. How? That's crazy. Get his butt hurt. I mean, dude, there had to have been some reason. I'm guessing DK would not have gone over there without something heinous being said. And I'm assuming the fan said something to egg him on. What are you doing if you're DK Metcalf? Why are you interacting with fans? Why are you that far behind the sideline? And how is that not a penalty? Is what I want to know. I need someone. Is that not a penalty? I don't know. The Bears are going to win 49-3 against the Niners. Oh, they're going to win 49-3 every. Oh, is it going to be every game 49-3 the rest of the way? In my prediction picture for the rest of the season, I got the Packers just missing out on the playoffs at 8. Lions getting in at the 7. Since I'm a ball knower, it's going to happen. Trust. I would love that because FTP. How is that not assault? We'll find out. The fan will have. If the fan has a legit case, they absolutely can sue for assault. It very well might be. Now, granted, we have eyes. That was not the most egregious thing ever. Like, that's not going to be a criminal case or anything. But a civil suit, I would actually, I 100% believe. Like, if I was that fan, I've called a lawyer already to be like, all right, I want $10 million, please. That's I really want to. I need someone to. Yeah, why is that not a penalty or a? I'm so confused. That's a new one. I have not seen something like that in a while. Here's a question: how many games would Branch have been suspended for that? Brian Branch is going to get a 5-game suspension for DK punching a fan. 1st and 10, other side of the 2-minute warning now. From the 21, Goff takes the snap, looking right, now looking over the middle, throws it to the end zone. It is. Oh my goodness, Isaac Tesla! What a catch in double coverage! The rookie climbs the ladder. Oh my lord, what a catch! And the Lions take the lead. I have no. What a catch! How did you do that? Oh my lord, what a catch! Does Isaac Tesla know how to catch a normal touchdown? Oh, oh my goodness, that was disgusting. 5th touchdown of the year for him. Wow. And Bates extra point up and good. Wow, what a catch. Remember his first 2 catches were one-handed? Absolutely, I do. Wow, what a catch. Goff, 21 straight games with a passing touchdown. That was a crazy catch. Wow. I I just fought when that catch happened. I just fought so hard to not have my voice crack on that one. I'm not gonna lie. I could feel it like wanting to. That was difficult. Turning out to be the best thing from the 25 draft. I mean, Miles Frazier is also pretty solid. The video where he learns he's going to be a Lion player warms my heart. Oh yeah, dude. It's such a heartwarming story. That's why like everyone is cheering for him. Beyond the fact that the Lions spent 3 third-round picks to get him, everyone like he's such a likable character, and like hometown kid. He's just awesome. Now that's just awesome. As the kick is away, a $1:55 to go in the first half. As Jalen Warren did that hit inbounds or did that hit in the end zone? That is going to be a touchback out to the 20 as that kick landed inbounds. Great kick by Jake Bates. So Isaac Tesla, wowza. Wowza. DK Metcalf is coming onto the field, so no punishment for Metcalf. Sorry, I didn't hear the broadcast, but was it Gene Steratore was talking about something. If you guys heard that, can you let me know what he said? So 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Rodgers in the gun, back to his right. Rodgers takes the snap. Play action. Under pressure. Dumps it off. Looking for Metcalf. Incomplete. Jack Campbell in coverage there. Yeah, I have no idea what... I don't know what the protocol is. Because how often does a player punch a fan? Like, it can't be a very common occurrence, right? So, Metcalf in this one catch for 5 yards on 4 targets so far. Rodgers alone in shotgun. Gainwell and Freiermuth are both going to motion into chip on the edge defenders, but we'll see. Rodgers takes the snap. Looking to throw. Quick throw. Caught. Oh, no, it's not. Metcalf drops it and then gets popped. That's a drop for Metcalf. That's kind of crazy. Branch got suspended for punching another player off game, but Metcalf gets no punishment for punching a fan in game. Am I wrong here? You're not wrong. I will say Branch deserved to be suspended for that. I don't know what the protocol is for a player punching a fan. I don't know what I'll have to look that up later. Actually, I'll look it up at halftime. So 3rd and 10, a $1:44 to go in this first half. Rodgers alone in shotgun again. Let's get him on the ground, boys. Rodgers takes the snap. He's under pressure, steps up, now dumps it off to Freiermuth, who has a lot of room to run. He's going to get the first down and get out of bounds. That'll be a gain of 12. Dang it. That's unfortunate. Hutchinson working through the chip and the double team. Muhammad got hit in the face by the offensive lineman. That should have been a legal use of hands to the face on the left tackle. But good play by Freiermuth. So Rodgers in the gun, back to his left. Rodgers takes the snap. Quick throw over the middle. It's caught. Freiermuth again, tackled by Campbell after a gain of 6. Brings up 2nd and down from the 36 and a bit. $1:23, 22, 21 to go. Rodgers in the gun, back to his right. Rodgers takes the snap. Looking right, throwing right. That one's caught by Metcalf. And there's a flag down in the secondary. Metcalf's yelling at the ref. It's pass interference on Metcalf. That's DK Metcalf is having a first half of all time. That's hilarious. Let's see the replay here. So Metcalf, he extends both arms. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, that's a bit of a soft call, but for the memes. 2nd and 14 now. Karma, baby. Yep. A drop and an offensive PI on this drive for Metcalf so far. 3 penalties in the first half for the Steelers. So far, none for the Lions, but I have a feeling that's going to change at some point soon. Rodgers, with a back to his right, takes the snap. Quick throw outside to Gainwell. Caught. That's only going to be a gain of about 3, though. That is going to bring up 3rd down and long. Time is ticking. He was inbounds. So 3rd and 11, 51, 50, 49, 48 to go. Time is ticking. The Steelers taking their time because they don't want to give the Lions time. And now a whistle. The Lions call timeout. I'm guessing the Lions meant to call a timeout earlier than that, though. I don't know. I want to see, like, does anyone have a ruling on what the rule is with that? Nope. We'll find out later. 3rd and 11. I mean, the timeout just means Hutchinson can get back on the field at least. So it'll be... Yeah, 3rd and 11. Al-Qadim Muhammad, Hutchinson, and DJ Reader are 3 of the 4 linemen. I'm assuming it'll be Lee McNeil as well. All right. Come on, defense. Get off the field. Oh, no. Lions only have 3 D linemen in the game. Rodgers alone in shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw it over the middle. It's caught. 1st down, Steelers. Who is that? Number 16. I'll be honest. I don't know who that is. Oh, come on, Amik. Oh, is that Thielen? Is that Adam Thielen? Oh, my Lord. I forgot he was a Steeler. And speaking of which, the Steelers are going to call their 2nd timeout. That's hilarious. I forgot about Adam Thielen. Okay, why are we reliving the Phantom face mask Hail Mary? Why are we reliving this? Like, why are we reliving this? Go Sox. Rodgers alone in shotgun again. 33 seconds to go in the first half. From their own 42. Fire me with emotion. Runs back outside. Rodgers takes the snap. Going to throw it deep down the left side. Incomplete. Looking for Metcalf. And again, way over his head. Do you think you can retroactively kick someone out of the game for some BS? I guess the league would have had to call down. It's too late now. But that would be really funny. If they're just like, hey, by the way, Metcalf's done. 30 seconds to go. 2nd and 10. I would love a 3rd Hutchinson sack. Is that too greedy? Yes, but I don't care. What on earth is this Aaron Rodgers GOAT poster? Get that out of here. Rodgers alone in shotgun once again. Takes the snap. Looking right. Quick throw. It is incomplete. Jack Campbell with a fantastic PBU there. According to the AI overview, a player that punches a fan should get an immediate expulsion from the game. Rodgers takes the snap. They went quick. He's under pressure. Throws it over the middle. It is caught, but there's a flag down, presumably in the backfield. As Thielen makes another catch. Where is the flag? Please hold. Never mind. 12. Oh, that's why they went quick. 12 players on the field on the defense. Penalties declined, so it's 1st down for the Steelers. They're near midfield. There's 17 seconds to go. They're pretty close to field goal range. They might get a field goal out of this. It's the one thing I'll give Rodgers credit for. He's so good at going quick to get 12 players on defense. Rodgers, 17 seconds to go. They're on the verge. They're in field goal range. They'll try it from here. Takes the snap. He's going to uncork one down the right sideline. It is incomplete. DJ Reed in coverage there. I'm pretty sure DK never hit the fan, just his wig. He made a punching motion up at him. He made that motion. He didn't just grab his wig. Following the incident, the league initiates a review, almost certainly resulting in significant fine and potential suspension for violating the personal conduct policy. So he'll probably get a 1-game suspension, but be allowed to play in the game, which is hilarious. I'm guessing that fan probably would have also got kicked out, depending on what happened. I don't know. 11 seconds. A sack here would be huge. 2nd and 10. Rodgers alone in shotgun as Gainwell motions out. Takes the snap. Rodgers, under pressure, just uncorks one down the right side. Oh, you moron, Anzalone. Wait, Gainwell got up and... Did he catch that? Gainwell thinks he has a touchdown. Did Gainwell catch that? Hold on. Did the Steelers just get a touchdown? Are you kidding me? Hold on. No. Show me the... No. Don't do this to me. Here's the replay. So Anzalone tackles him. No, it's in... Oh my lord, he caught that football. Oh my lord, he caught that football. They called it incomplete on the field, but that's a touchdown. Oh my lord. That's a touchdown. With 2 seconds to go in the half, they just called it a touchdown. Are you kidding me? I mean, what a play by Kenneth Gainwell. But, are you kidding me? I have no words. I have absolutely no words. That's a touchdown. Wow. Are you kidding me? So the Steelers are going to tie this game going into the locker room. Well then. Or are they going for 2? No, they're not. Rodgers, get out of here with your no, you didn't do anything there. You heaved a prayer ball and Kenneth Gainwell made an incredible play. Don't you dare try to play that off like you meant to do that. Great. Gainwell can do whatever he wants. Gainwell can celebrate however he wants. That was sick. But, wow. Well, that stinks. That was the most SOL thing that's happened this year. Like, same old Lions stuff. 3 straight 3rd and 10 conversions for the Steelers on that drive too. That's crazy. That is hilarious. I have no words. That's insane. That's insane. Wow. Well, so this is going to be a tie game going to the locker rooms. Because that would have been a DPI to get them down to like the 6-yard line or like the 10-yard line, and they would have kicked a field goal. Instead, Kenneth Gainwell just decides, what if I simply catch it and go for a touchdown? Wow. So the kick is away. It'll be sent. It'll be a touchback, and the Lions will presumably just kneel this out, and it'll be halftime. Wow. I've got no words, man. That's tough. That's tough. Skill issue, honestly, yeah. Wow. Yes, the Lions kneel this out. They go in the locker room. So the Steelers get ball at half, and now it's 10-10. That's crazy. That is crazy, man. No, I've got no words. No thoughts. Head empty. Well, Christmas miracle for third quarter, 20 points incoming, right? Don't forget the Lions play on Christmas, so might need to save your Christmas miracles for then. Okay, let's check into red zone for a couple minutes, folks. But if you have any questions for over halftime, I'd be happy to answer them as well and just hang out with you guys. Did the Broncos just get a touchdown? RJ Harvey getting into the end zone. Broncos are about to tie that game up. I also, okay, now I want to. Now I want to find out more about this Metcalf thing. Is what I want to do because like I need to what on earth was yeah I don't even know. You ever been to a Lions game in person? No, I have not. I've only been to one NFL game in my life, and it was in 2014. I got to see the prime Legion of Boom Seahawks dominate the Cardinals. It was like 49-0 or something crazy like that. That was the only game I've been to. I was also I went to that game and I was throwing up the whole time. I had a really bad flu, but I went anyways. What was the most surprising result of the early window? Let me look. Were there any like real big surprises? Not real. I mean, the Titans beating the Chiefs to that degree, I guess by default would be the most surprising, but it makes sense when you consider that the Chiefs were down to their third string quarterback. The Browns keeping it close against the Bills, but that's peak Bills football if you follow that team at all. Yeah, one of those. One of those. Okay, someone tell me something about Metcalf. Because I feel like yeah, hold on. Let me see if I could find I love the meme pages. I really want to know what the guy said to it. It probably was something racist, but the memes are crazy. That's so funny. Um, someone posted, it was like DK Metcalf shouldn't be in the game anymore. You shouldn't be able to hit a fan in the stands on purpose and remain on the premises. And someone like replied to that was like it was an accident. I guess it means Mahomes was carrying the whole season. I mean, yeah, the Chiefs are not the Chiefs that have been to the Super Bowl the last few years. It's been all Mahomes this year. That's like Mahomes was their leading rusher for most of the season. He was only like 100 yards behind Kareem Hunt for the team's leading rusher. So yeah, it really has been mostly Mahomes. All right, let's see this RJ Harvey play. Oh, that's nasty. That's a nasty touchdown. It's been pretty healing to watch them crumble. Yeah, it has. It's going to be nice to have a new AFC contender this year, whoever it is. I mean, the AFC is wide open. I um I'm starting to brainstorm what my playoff preview video is going to look like. I don't know if I'm going to name it like if I'm going to title it like literally like just the most wide open or this is the most wide open playoff picture ever, or like who the f is going to win the Super Bowl, or I don't know, something like that. It's going to be like similar to the NFC playoff picture is a mess video. I'm going to find something like that. It'll be something like that, but yeah. I do feel bad for Mahomes as much as I hate him. I just don't like to see anyone injured. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you always hate to see that. Um, and Gardner Minshew tore his ACL today too. Like Mahomes, you have two quarterbacks tear their ACL back to back weeks. Like that's horrible luck. And for Mahomes, he should be back for the start of next year, but we'll see. We shall see. As the Jags and Broncos are locking horns here, 17-7. I think the other games are at halftime, so Not much going on right now. I just cannot believe that. I still cannot believe that Metcalf did that. That's still so funny. Uh, uh yeah, I've got no words. I would love. I hope the broadcast talks about the play. This from Corey Woods, who's a Lions beat writer at M Live, who said Hutchinson has to stop with this Stephen Tulloch celebration. Honestly, yeah. Every time Hutchinson jumps, you guys remember that when Stephen Tulloch tore his was his hamstring doing that like jumping like celebration? Don't do that, man. Hutchinson, you're too valuable. I cannot have you injure yourself on a celebration. They might fine him when the game is over. I think they'll suspend him. Well, let's find out. What is the rule? Um okay. So some ESPN insider was like, what possible justification is there for him still being in the game? And a fan commented, crazy that the NFL steps in to change calls but not get him out. And then the ESPN insider quote tweeted that and said, agreed, slam dunk decision. But the league can contact officials in order to order an ejection, in saying that they haven't. So the league can just say you're suspended. But yeah, I've got no clue. I do think Metcalf should have been disqualified for the game since what's the rule says. Yeah, it should be. He should be. I mean, what happens if an NFL player punches a fan? What does the rule actually say? Shout out to Reddit for being on top of this. Already a highlight. Um, what's the rule? No, that doesn't have the rule though. Um, okay, well, everyone, every shout out to every outlet that got an article up in time. Um, I just want to see. I want to see the official. I didn't even get an AI overview for this one. I want to read the official rule though, is what I need. Is it in here? This okay. Do. I'm reading section 3 of the rule book right now. I'm not seeing anything about a fan though. That might be in the other. Accountability? No, that's fines and appeals. That doesn't. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't get an AI overview. Oh wait, AI mode. Yeah. Okay, Gemini, tell me. The player is subject to a 15-yard unsportsmanlike conduct penalty and can be ejected from the game if deemed flagrant by officials. So the Lions also should have also gotten a 15-yard penalty. I mean, it doesn't matter because Tesla scored that drive anyways, but that's crazy, man. That is crazy. That's a new one on me. Sad Packers fan here, rooting for Rodgers to help send us to the playoffs. Well, good news. Brundlefly, is that how you say that? Good news. You don't need help. You just have to win your next 2 games. That's yeah. It gave us different answers. Thanks. What you expected the AI to be consistent? I'm assuming the rule is a punch gets ejected. That was just talking about any contact with a fan, though, not a punch. So I'm yeah. There's been no new discussion about that. So Like, I'm trying to find more talk about it, but yeah, nothing. As the second half is almost underway here in Detroit. If you punch a player, you're ejected. If you punch a ref, you're ejected. If you punch a fan, you stay in the game. Yep. Me, if I'm the fan Metcalf punching is just a guy in like a full like body cast, that'd be me too. If an NFL player punched at me, I would punch myself in the eye to give myself a black eye to be like, oh, look at the damage he did. Give me $10 million, please. Like, are you kidding? I would embellish the details on that so aggressively. Especially if it was like a rival. But obviously Steelers are not rivals, but still. That's I'm fascinated to know what was said. I'm assuming there was some sort of racist remark made towards Metcalf to warrant that. This is from Tim Benz. Replay exists to correct plays like that where the official is completely disadvantaged to make a proper call in the situation. Oh, wait, no, this is a different thing. Never mind. That's about the Gainwell touchdown. I wonder what this guy had to say about the Metcalf. Yaya Black gave the middle finger to the Lions sideline. That's funny. I still have no words. All right, folks, let's switch gears a little bit here, though, because we got the second half coming up momentarily. So, how are we feeling about the second half? How much do we trust the Lions here, folks? How confident are we that the Lions can get the job done in the second half? Oof. Ooh. You know when you hunch over for a long time and then you crack your back? That was a fantastic sensation, if I'm being honest. All right. So, it depends if the third quarter feels like showing up or not. I hope that was an anomaly. The Lions, yeah. You know what'd be great? Let's get a stop here and go score a touchdown, and let's get on with it. Because, yeah. Jim Nantz and Tony Romo in the booth. Well, Jim Nantz is good-ish. Actually, how do we feel about Jim Nantz? I know no one likes Romo anymore, but how do we feel about Jim Nantz? As the kick is away, oh, my bad. Returned up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 32. Was Warren on that kickoff? Do the Steelers have two running backs involved in their kick return team? I trust them as far as I could throw Hutch. And how far could you throw Hutch? Negative yards? I certainly couldn't throw Hutch more than an inch. The Lions had 18 rushing yards in the first half. 5 out of 11 attempts went for negative yards. I know one was a Gibbs fumble that he had to hop on, but that's embarrassing. From the 31, Rodgers under center. They're going to start this second half out with a run up the middle to Jaylen Warren. He's going to cut right. He's going to pick up 6 yards there. Actually, maybe 7 yards there. And Metcalf getting into it with Rock Ya-Sin a little bit. I see that. Giving Ya-Sin a little shove after the play. I couldn't pick him up in order to throw him. Fair. I could push Aiden Hutchinson maybe half an inch. Probably not. I'd have to catch him off guard, but... Steelers averaging 5.3 a rush today. They only averaged 3.9 on the year, so horrible from the Lions so far. 2nd and 4. Rodgers under center, I formation. Takes the snap, gives it to Warren off the right side. runs into the teeth of the defense, and he's only going to gain 1 yard there. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 3. Come on, defense. Get me a stop. Get me a stop. So the QB comparison is hilarious because Rodgers technically has 141 yards and a pass touchdown because Gainwell bailed him out. I would push him and he wouldn't feel it. Yeah. Oh, he wouldn't feel it. And then he would like just do this like at that speed, and I would go like 5 yards back. Hutch probably has more strength in his pinky than I do in my whole body. So 3rd and, oh, that was a generous spot. 3rd and 2. Rodgers alone in the gun. It's going to be a quick throw outside. Looking. Quick throw outside. It is caught. Metcalf unable to break away. Good tackle by Rock Yassin. But first down for the Steelers. To a player that should not be in the game. Yeah, that's a good low curl route. Barnes dove trying to bat that away. That would have been crazy. Barnes read it so well, too. If he had just kept running. 1st and 10 for the Steelers. 7 targets for Metcalf. Only 2 catches so far. Rodgers alone in shotgun. 2 guys motion in to chip the 2 edge rushers. From midfield, Rodgers takes the snap. He's going to throw it off the right side, incomplete. Just throwing that one away. No one was open. Brings up 2nd and 10. Anzalone has the audacity to I don't know if he's smack talking. If I was Anzalone there, I'd be like, I'm not letting you do that BS again. Yeah, that was a real low light for Anzalone's head in the first half. 2nd and 10. If you hold up here, you can force a punt. We'll see what happens though. Rodgers, is he alone in shotgun again? Can I see the wide feed? Thank you. Yep, he is alone in shotgun. Rodgers, waiting. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Down the right side. Incomplete. Too tall for Kenneth Gainwell. That brings up 3rd and 10. Come on, defense. Get me a stop. Yeah, that's a bad throw from Rodgers. Rodgers has not been good in this game so far. He's been fine. He's been passable. But he's missed a number of throws. However, 3rd down, he's been fantastic. The Lions have given up 3 straight 3rd and 10s. Let's see what happens here. Rodgers alone in shotgun again. Rodgers. 2 guys ready to chip the edge rushers again. Takes the snap. He's going to throw it over the middle. Wide open is Adam Thielen. Why is nobody in the middle of the defense? 1st down, and the Steelers are well within field goal range now. What was that, dude? Is Jack... Where's, like... Horrible. Horrible, man. Anzalone and Campbell are the zone drop defenders, and Campbell just drifts way too far left. Too easy, man. Too easy. The Lions suck at playing zone. So from the 32 now, Rodgers under center, I formation. Rodgers takes the snap. Gives it to Warren off the left side. Warren cuts back up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Warren, 1st down and more. Inside the 15. Down to the 11 is Jalen Warren. An explosive run for a Steelers offense that has struggled to generate explosive runs all year. And suddenly, they're basically goal to go. I mean, that Thomas Harper can't miss that tackle. And Davenport definitely can't miss the 2nd tackle there. You cannot be missing tackles like that, man. So the Steelers elongated 1st and goal here. From the 12. Rodgers under center. Takes the snap. Looking for Metcalf. Nope, he's going to roll out right now. Rodgers. No one's even contesting him. He's going to run out of bounds for a gain of 2. Lions defense just looks woefully unequipped to start this second half. So it's going to be 2nd and 8 from the 10. Hold him to 3. He wanted the throw to Metcalf. I guess Metcalf was looking for a back shoulder too quickly. I don't even know. Connor Hayward was watching that like, what are you doing? 2nd and 8, 10:47, 46 to go. Rodgers under center. Metcalf motions in. It'll be a play action again. Dumps it off. Hayward, no, it's Washington. Big Darnell Washington is going to fumble the football. And the Lions, they're going to say he's down by contact, but the Lions arguing it's a fumble. Jack Campbell had the football. Oh, I want to see a replay of that. It'll be 3rd and 2 if he's down. Steelers are going to go quick. Was the ball out? No, he's down. Actually, hold on. He might be down. The ball might be out. There is a challenge flag on the field. The Lions are saying, I think the Lions got that football. I think that ball was out. I think that's a turnover. Let's see. The ball is out. That ball is absolutely out. That is Lions football. The Lions are challenging that. That's a fantastic challenge by Dan Campbell. So the ball, well, if you guys couldn't see the replay, his hand and his arm were not on the football as he went to the ground. Like, that ball is fully out. Fully out. Super chat from I Beat IGT with a $5 plus 900. Bears don't make the playoffs. Requires Green Bay 2-0, Detroit 3-0, Bears 0-2. 6 total events. You taking that action? Okay, let's run through this. Packers beating the Ravens and the Vikings. If Jordan Love is healthy, very doable. Lions 3-0. We'll see. Well, they got to beat the Steelers first, but JJ McCarthy got hurt today, so presumably you should be able to beat the Vikings on Christmas. You should be able to anyways. And then Bears in Week 18, maybe. Bears 0-2, lose to the Niners and Lions. I will say the odds that happens, certainly not impossible. You know what? I am taking that action. Thank you so much for the $5. Yeah, that's interesting. Actually, hey, I'll throw it right back at you. Would you take that action? Would you take that? Because that's a fascinating one. Let's say the Lions make the playoffs. Let's play the hypothetical where they make the playoffs. Which of the Packers or Bears falls out? I already did. Good man. That's what we like to see. Did we get any explanation on the Metcalf stuff? I fell asleep for like 20 minutes. What happened? The second half started. And the Steelers drove down the field, but it looks like Darnell Washington fumbled the football down inside the 5, and it looks like the Lions recovered. Well, the Lions did recover. The Lions challenged that it was a fumble. It was ruled down by contact on the field. 14-13. The Raiders scored. Wait, who are against the Texans? Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. That's crazy. How's my boy Bijan doing over there? Yes, more catches, please. More catches. The Lions have won the challenge. It's a turnover. The Lions have forced a fumble. Jack Campbell, or I guess it might have been Thomas Harper technically with the forced fumble. The Lions defense, they give up yards, but they get a huge stop at in the red zone. So that's Lions football inside the 5. So the Lions starting from their own 3. Goff in shotgun with Gibbs to his right. He's going to give it to... Nope, play action. Goff under pressure. Throws it down the right side. Incomplete. Guys, 1st and 10 from your own 3, and we're going with a play action rollout pass. Hope they do something with this. How about we don't do whatever that was? I would have just given it to Montgomery and been like, go get me 3 or 4 yards so we have some breathing room. 2nd and 10. So Darnell Washington, a drop and a fumble in this game. Not great for him. Goff in the gun, alone in the gun. Now Gibbs is going to motion in, but Goff is still alone in shotgun. Okay, run game not found. Goff takes the snap. Looking, under pressure. Dumps it off to Gibbs. Gibbs tries to shake a man, but he's going to just gain 2 yards and go out of bounds. Just got to my hotel in Vegas, and I'm stuck watching Raiders instead of the Lions. Too tired to go down to the book. Will the Lions home for me? Got you, IGT. Thank you again for the $5 as well. Incredibly generous of you. So third, oh, it was a 60-yard Genty touchdown. That's crazy. Receiving touchdown, cool. 3rd and 8 for the Lions. Goff alone in shotgun again. Now Gibbs is going to motion into the backfield. So 3rd and 8. Can the Lions do literally a thing? Takes the snap, low snap. Goff under pressure. He's going to get sacked, and that's a safety for the Steelers. You guys force a fumble, and you, from inside your own 5-yard line, go 3 straight passes. What on earth are you thinking? And that's on Christian Mahogany. Mahogany just didn't read that there was a second guy coming. That was horrible. Horrible blocking up front. Horrible blocking up front. And it's 12-10 Steelers, and they're getting the ball back. Horrible from the Lions. What are you doing? Horrible, man. That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. So now Jake Bates has to kick this away. It's like we do the opposite of miracles. Honestly, yeah. Michael Neese is in at center, by the way. Opposite of complimentary football. So Jake Bates will have to kick this one away. What are we doing? Horrible things. I mean, the Steelers are the definition of a average team. They are, every year, a 9-win team. They are the most painfully average team in the league. If you can't beat them, when your season's on the line, you deserve this. Can we just go back to 2023? Oh, man. That team was special. And the thing is, like, that 23 team and the 24 team were more likable as well. As Bates' kick is away, that'll be fielded at the 10 or so, up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. Gainwell to the 32. Horrible, man. Yeah, like the 2023 team, that team was so lovable. So lovable. The 24 team, for the regular season, they were very likable because they just, like, the offense was always on fire. They were just crazy offensively. This year, I mean, I still love them, but it certainly has not been as enjoyable. The vibes are just dampened significantly this year. But we'll see. So 1st and 10, 9:37 to go in the third. Rodgers under center. We're going to see the run defense. Let's start here. Can we defend the run now? Rodgers under center, gives it to Warren off the right side, runs into the teeth of the defense, breaks through, but Anzalone and company going to stop him for a loss of 1. I beat IGT with another 5-er. Jags dog walking Denver. All the horses coming around the quarter pole. Last 70 yards. Down the stretch they come. I think Detroit wins out and gets in. Wait, what's happening in Denver? Last I checked, it was 17-17. What changed? Did something change? Oh, it's 31-17 now. Oh, things are happening over there. Oh. Thank you again so much for the 5. That's the 5-er there. I beat IGT. Please, like, don't feel obligated to do that. You can chat normally and it'll be just as effective. But thank you so much. Rodgers in the gun, back to his right, takes the snap, looking to throw. Rodgers dumps it off to the left side, wide open is Gainwell to midfield. No one even tried to contest him. This is bad, folks. This is not good. We're losing against a geriatric Aaron Rodgers. Well, I mean, Phillip Rivers could be throwing them to, like, yeah. Those are American dollars. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Shout out my Canadian conversion rate. That's probably like about 750 for me, Canadian. We'll take it. Rodgers under center. From midfield, gonna fake it to Warren, play action, rolling out, no pressure, going for it all. Wants the end zone, it's incomplete. That's crazy. That would have been. Oh, that was Valdez-Scantling with the drop. That's a bad drop. Well, I'm going to bed. Hope to see we've won when I wake up. Good luck. Have a good night, Speed Lion. Thank you for stopping by, as always. Incredibly fortunate for the Lions. Did you watch Drew Allen's vid about Phillip Rivers? I did not know. Should I? Was it a good one? Is Scantling hurt? Rodgers got to be so pissed. He put that on the money. That was a good throw by Rodgers. Fryermuth is like, are you kidding me? Oh, he was hurt on the play. I guess he probably hurt his... Well, if I dropped that, I would also. So, 2nd and 10 from midfield. 8:05 to go. Rodgers in the gun. Gainwell lined up to his right. The Lions only have 164 total yards. Yikes. Rodgers takes the snap, gives it to Gainwell up the middle. Gainwell tries to spin out of it, but Roy Lopez is right there. Jack Campbell as well. That's going to be no gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 10. Raiders have the lead. Crazy. Yeah, I know. I can't believe the Raiders are beating the Texans. How bad is that Houston offense? The Texans have a pick six, too. Like, 7 of those points are from the defense. How bad is the Texans offense? That's crazy. 3rd, oh, they gave him a yard. 3rd and 9.5. Rodgers alone in the gun. For the love of God, please. Defense, get a stop. Please. Rodgers takes the snap. Looking to throw. Rodgers play it, pumps, runs. He takes off. He's going to make a man miss, but he's tackled short. It'll be 4th and 2. If Rodgers got a first down running, I would have cried. 4th and 2. I beat IGT with another super chat, a tour. Does Toronto want a Buffalo-Detroit Super Bowl? I don't know. I don't live in Toronto, but I'd assume so. Most Toronto NFL fans are like, it's the regional teams, right? Detroit and Buffalo, so I'd assume that's what they want. 4th and 2, Steelers are going for it. From the 42, and the Lions call a timeout. Are you kidding me? You call a timeout in a game you're already losing in the 3rd quarter. Oh my lord, dude. You better pray that doesn't come back to haunt you. You better pray that does not haunt you. That's insane. If you get a stop, I'll forgive it. If you don't get a stop, and if you come out in man coverage anyways, I'm going to be pissed. I'm going to be pissed. Denver just fumbled. That's crazy. Instead of calling timeouts, they should score more points. Yeah, can the offense do anything? They're falling apart. They're just face planting routinely. This is embarrassing. But it's okay. 4th and 2. We can get it all back right here. Rodgers in the gun, back to his left. It's going to be a quick throw, guys. You know it's going to be a quick throw. Gainwell motions out. Watch that man. Rodgers takes the snap. Over the middle, it's caught. Too easy. What'd I tell you? Instant throw. When this season is over for the Lions, Brad and Sheila should come out and tell what's the plan for next year, like she did when the Lions started at 1-6 in 22. We know what the plan is. Build a consistently good team. Even a disappointing year, we're still going to have 9-ish wins, but defense has got to lock in. Great use of a timeout. Yep. You call a timeout to do what you do all the time anyways. We knew they would come out in man coverage anyways. Rodgers under center. Warren is the back. Man in motion is Metcalf. Takes the snap. Tosses to Warren off the right side. Warren going to run into a wall known as Marcus Davenport. That'll be a gain of 3. Like, dude, we don't... CBS has always been off with these yardage marks. It's not 2nd and 6. It's 2nd and 8 or 7, maybe. Like, the Lions call man coverage every high leverage down. Why are you using a timeout to do the same thing? Embarrassing. 5:41, 40, 39 to go. Come on, boys. Rodgers under center from the 31.5. That was a generous spot, actually. Rodgers. Warren is the back. Takes the snap. Gives it to Warren. He cuts back up the middle. Warren. He's going to get tripped up by Reed. That'll be a gain of 2.5, so it'll be 3rd and 4. Got to hold them to 3 here. You've got to hold them to 3. And then the offense has to wake up. Hey, who was it that said, hope the third quarter doesn't come back? It's back. It's back. It's unbelievable. 3rd and 4. 4:54, 53, 52 to go for those of you who want to sync up your feeds. Rodgers alone in the gun. Rodgers takes the snap, looking right. He's going to throw it right. Wide open. And it's caught by Miller on the right side. He gets the feet in bounds, and it's a first down. 1 foot, 2 feet. That's a catch. Great catch. Down at the 20.5-yard line. Basically in the red zone. Rodgers in the gun. Takes the snap. Quick throw outside to Miller. He's going to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards there. I feel a sense of responsibility here. The Lions should feel a sense of responsibility, but the problem, the defense has got to stop bleeding so many yards to a bad Steelers offense. I know they only have 12 points, but they are bleeding yards. The Steelers have how many yards in this game so far? 275? They're tracking to have over 350 probably. This is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. 2nd and 7. Hold them to 3. Rodgers, under center. Man in motion is Thielen. Takes the snap. Gives it to Warren up the middle. No resistance. He's going to pick up 6 yards there and set up a 3rd and short. Okay, I got odds. This is going to be a play-action rollout for Rodgers, and he's either going to run it himself or he's going to throw to the end zone for a touchdown. He's going to have that option where he's running and then someone's going to rush down to try to stop him from running himself. Oh, never mind. They're in shotgun. Rodgers takes the snap, gives it to Warren up the middle. Warren runs into a wall. He doesn't get there. He does not get there. Good stop by Derek Barnes. It brings up 4th down. 4th and inches. And Rodgers isn't going to sneak it, but they might have Cam Hayward come in to sneak it. 4th down, get a stop. Great tackle by Barnes. 2-1 against? We'll see. On 4th down, that might hit here. The Lions have run 3 offensive plays this quarter. The Steelers have run 21. Embarrassing. Yep, Hayward's under center for a tush push. They hand it off the outside to Gainwell. He cuts up the middle, inside the 10, down to the 3. It was a fake tush push handoff, and the Steelers pick up 8 yards. My grandma's domino games have better defense than this. And offense. Yep. I was going to say, you probably have more points too. Good play by the Steelers. The slow, relentless march down the field is brutal. I mean, that's Steelers football. The Steelers are not an explosive offense. They average 5 yards a play on the season. They average 3.9 a rush and 6.9 a pass. Rodgers under center. Warren is the back. Rodgers. Washington in motion. Takes the snap. Fakes it to Warren. Flag down. Rodgers running for his life. Going to throw it away. But like I said, there's a flag down. It came at the snap, so I'm thinking it's offsides. How come the only team which can't run the tush push now is the Eagles? That's a great question. It was offside on the offense. So that's a 5-yard penalty. Whew. Offsides, not a legal formation. It was offsides. The tackle lined up in the neutral zone. I thought they were making that illegal. Making what illegal? Oh, the tush push? No, it's not illegal yet. It probably, well, it shouldn't be. Maybe because the Eagles have been bad at it this year, maybe people will back off. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Rodgers. Back to his left is Warren. Rodgers takes the snap, gives it to Warren up the middle, cuts it left. He's going to break a tackle and gain 4. You're the eyes. What does that even mean? I'm lying on a bed on the 9th floor watching the... Oh, right, yeah. Right, sorry, I forgot that I'm your eyes. Yeah, sorry, that's what you meant. I was like, what does that even mean? Second and goal, 134, 133 to go in the third quarter. The Lions are the only drive the Lions have had in the third quarter is a 3-and-out that ended with a safety against them. Rodgers in the gun, takes the snap, looking over the middle, has time, now it's running out, throws it to the end zone, wide open is DK Metcalf, but there's a flag down and there's an injured Lion. Pass interference on the Steelers, so there's no touchdown on the play. DJ Reed got demolished by Darnell Washington, I believe. So that is not, there's no touchdown. That is a 10-yard penalty on the Steelers for their second offensive pass interference of the game. Let's see here. Metcalf running over the middle. And yeah, Darnell Washington just runs straight into DJ Reed's head. That's a concussion. Hope Reed is okay. Hate seeing guys down. Yeah, absolutely. That's the second DK Metcalf catch that's been taken off the board due to an offensive pass interference. Reed is walking off, but he's going to need some time in the medical tent. Karma on Metcalf again. Yeah, except this time it took a Lion with him. $1:11 to go in the third quarter. Darnell Washington's had a tough game. Tough game for him. Second and goal. This will be from the 18-yard line. Hold them to 3 for the love of God. Or from the 14-yard line. Rodgers. Alone sort of in shotgun. Gainwell's technically back, but he's way out wide. Takes the snap. Looking right. Now he's looking left under pressure. Over the middle. It is caught by Gainwell. Great catch down to the 7-yard line. That brings up third and goal as we are inside of a minute to go in the third quarter. If this next play is inbounds and is not a touchdown, the Lions will have only had 3 plays in the third quarter. 3rd and 7, this is a huge play. This is a huge moment. If the Lions can hold them to 3, we're okay. But this is huge. The Lions offense has got to come out with a vengeance, whatever their next drive is. Inside of 30 seconds to go in the third. Rodgers alone in shotgun. Please, just no touchdown. And they're going to run out of time. And there's a flag for delay of game unless they call the timeout. Pittsburgh burns their first timeout. So both teams burn a timeout in the third quarter. Timeout, relax, man. Sorry, am I getting too wound up? The Lions have had the ball 51 seconds this quarter. That's hilarious. 3 plays for -3 yards. The Steelers have 24 plays for 142. How are my boys in Atlanta doing? I need Bijan to go crazy, and he is. Attaboy. Attaboy, Bijan. Attaboy. If Bijan can get me another touchdown, I will be eternally grateful. All right. 3rd and goal from the 7. Steelers still in the huddle. They break the huddle now. Drink some water. I'm working on it, man. My throat is getting dry. It's bad. Rodgers alone in shotgun. Warren in motion. Rodgers. The Lions are miscommunicating all over the place. Rodgers takes the snap. Quick throw outside to Warren. Cuts up field. He's going nowhere. That's going to be a 2-yard reception for Jaylen Warren. So the Steelers are going to be held to a field goal, and that is going to be the end of the third quarter. The longest quick quarter, but long. It felt incredibly long. So we're going to go to the fourth quarter. 12-10 Steelers. We'll see if they go for it, actually. They actually... No, they probably should not go for it. So. Man, oh man. This team. Lions better get their act together. Was that whole drive off the safety? Yep, same drive. 4th and 5, they will kick. It's Tomlin. True. True. It's always a Boswell type of game. Um, yeah, the Steelers have had 2 drives in the third quarter. Their first drive lasted 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and they fumbled. Then the Lions had a 46-second drive that they gave up a safety on. And this current Steelers drive, this is going to be the 19th play, and they took over 9 minutes off the clock. And it's going to probably result in a field goal. A 19-play field goal drive is diabolical. Him and Ryan in Houston will always kick. To be fair, if I had the Texans defense, I would be more inclined to kick field goals as well. So, fair. Fair, fair, fair. Pride of Detroit saying this is death by 1,000 paper cuts. Field goal team is out for the Steelers, according to Pride of Detroit. So the fact that the Lions have literally not had the ball in the third quarter, and they're down 5 going into the fourth here, that's crazy. That is crazy, man. So the Lions could literally, like, one play, take the lead just like that. The fact that they are a touchdown away from taking the lead still is crazy. Oh, man. This team better get their act together. Lions had 10 points in the second. We're going to need similar results here in the third. 4th and goal, a 23-yard attempt for Boswell to start the fourth quarter. That kick is up and through. So, 15-10. Exactly how we all expected this game to go, right? Exactly how we expected it to go. This is Steelers football, baby. Oh my Lord. We just had a commercial break for the end of the quarter. We come back, watch a field goal, and we're back into another commercial break. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I hate the NFL. I guess they got to make up for lost time because the Steelers took 10 minutes, which they weren't allowed to use any commercials in that time, obviously. But come on, dude. Come on. So who wants some wine? Wine, rum, whiskey, beer, whatever you got. Actually, you know what would be great? If Jameson Williams could score a touchdown so that I could have some Jameson. For those of you who don't know, I have a weird tradition that I started when Jameson Williams got drafted, that every time Jameson Williams scores a touchdown, I take a shot at Jameson. So if Jameson Williams wants to get involved, I would appreciate it. The time of possession must be hilarious right now, overall. Time of possession is 28 minutes to 17:02 for this in this favor of the Steelers. The Lions have 164 yards of offense. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. That's just crazy. For the love of all things, man. 6 straight minutes of commercials, basically. Go me. You guys want to know something funny? In fantasy, my opponent benched Chris Olave, who in a full PPR league had 36.8 points, and he also benched Kenneth Gainwell. I am going to beat him to move on to the championship as a result. Let's go. Gotta pay the bills, sir. $279.2 million cap. I beat IGT with another super chat. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. Incredibly generous of you. This afternoon, or I guess evening now. as we are getting set for the fourth quarter. Lions find themselves down by 5 and about to get the ball back. I swear to the holiest of deities, if the Lions go 3 and out here, I'm going to be furious. As Boswell's kick is away, it'll be fielded at the goal line, returned up to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, but there is a flag down as Tom Kennedy is tackled at the 31, but there'll be a 10-yard penalty from about the 25, so the Lions are going to start at about the 15-yard line. Holding, receiving team. Okay, Lions. Okay. Last game in Ford Field. This is the last quarter in Ford Field this season. Please do anything. This would be a great time for an 85-yard, or what yard line are they on? They're starting this drive. I can't even see CBS. They're starting this drive from their own 14. I would love an 86-yard touchdown from Gibbs right here. Goff under center. Takes the snap. He will fake it to Gibbs. Looking to throw. Under pressure. Going to throw it away. Almost intercepted. 20 Canadian donate will allow you to go to Timmy Ho's for half a sandwich. Canada's gotten expensive. No arguments here. It certainly has. Thankfully, I don't live in Toronto or Vancouver. Those are the two worst places for that, but for like the expensiveness, but still. Still pretty, inflation is a crazy thing, man. If Goff had thrown a pick there, I would have cried. That would have been... what are we doing, man? 14-44. Goff under center. 2nd and 10 from the 14. Goff takes the snap. And there's a flag down, a false start. On Tate Ratledge. Fun. 2nd and 15 from their own 9. Fun. DJ Reed looks like he's okay. 2nd and 15. The Lions had the ball for like three plays, like 30 seconds in the third quarter. They have negative yardage in this half. For the love of God, do something. 2nd and 14. Goff. Steelers showing blitz. He's in the gun. They are sending heat. Goff takes the snap. Throws it right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Jameson Williams. And Joey Porter forces another incompletion. It brings up 3rd and very long. This is real bad, folks. Oh my lord, Aguakon just destroyed someone on that play. That's great coverage by the Steelers. There's a pass defense that has not been good. And yet, they're holding up remarkably against the Lions in this game. 3rd and 15. Goff takes the snap. Has time. Throws it. It is almost intercepted again. No one even close. And it's 4th and 15, and the Lions go 3 and out. I'm assuming the Boo Birds are out. The Lions are being booed. Their last home game of the season, and they're being booed. Unbelievable. That's 2 dropped interceptions for that guy. Who was he looking for there? No idea. Couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. 4th and 15 from their own 9, and Fox will have to punt this one away. And a defense that just gave up a 10-minute drive is now being tasked with getting a stop. Steelers fair catch at their own 39. This is horrible. This is really bad, folks. Are we going to another commercial break? We have had 3 commercial breaks in the last 35 seconds of game time. This is pathetic, folks. Gotta send off a tweet there. That's... It's like my hopes were low and they're somehow doing worse than that. Can we say SOL yet? No. So this is how Lions felt before Dan Campbell said, "Stop. Nope. Stop. Nope. We're not going there. We're not going there." The Lions season very well might be over. But that said, it's still not that. Remember that. Remember, there is it can get lower. But this is really bad. Another super chat from IGT, another tour. 19 play drives burn multiple commercial windows. Yes, I know. It's just, I am a certified commercial hater, okay? I understand the logic. Don't bring logic into my emotional breakdown, please. Let me be irrational. Thank you for the two, though. Thank you for another super chat. Again, incredibly generous of you today. So I beat, what are you doing in Vegas? Oh yeah, great question. What are you doing in Vegas, I beat? By the way, go put it all on red. NFL needs the ad revenue. They're struggling. Yeah. Yes, the NFL chronically struggling. Hey, if we want the salary cap to keep going up by like 30 million a year. Eric Schlitt saying the Lions offense has stopped playing to its strengths, only verticals, hooks, and horizontal stretch plays, no crossers or in-cutting rounds that the offense has been built on. Baffling. Yeah, man. 1st and 10 for the Steelers from the own 39. Rodgers under center. Gainwell is the back. Man in motion is Scantling. Takes the snap. Gives it to Gainwell. Up the middle. 5-yard gain. I live here. But I'm a digital nomad now. I work on gaming algorithms. Interesting. But I gave up my place and travel now. Interesting. The Lions have 6 plays in the second half and -3 yards. This is horrible. 2nd and 5. Rodgers takes the snap, looking to throw. Throws it right side. It's caught. Valdez-Scantling first down. Too easy. Up to midfield. Spend about 200 days here a year and travel. I'm at the Ahern Hotel. Is that how you say that? Ahern? You're at a hotel. That's the important note. Rodgers in the gun. They're going relatively quick. Now they're taking their time. Man. This is not good, man. Rodgers takes the snap. Fakes it to Gainwell, gives it to Metcalf on the outside. Metcalf breaks 1 tackle, gang tackled after that. That'll be a gain of 5. And have we hit our bi-weekly Marcus Davenport injury? No? Is he okay? All right. I lied. Oh, man. Talk about out with a whimper. Check this out when you book in this town. No resort fees. Love this place. Interesting. Noted. 2nd and 5. Jalen Warren checks into the game. From the Lions 45, they're almost in field goal range. Rodgers takes the snap, tosses it to Warren off the left side. Warren breaks through. All kinds of room. Warren takes off. Touchdown Steelers. 45-yard run for Jalen Warren. This is a Steelers rushing offense that has averaged 3.9 yards a carry all year and is notoriously not explosive, and the Lions are finding a way to make them look like I don't even know, like the best rushing attack in the league. This defensive line is pathetic. This is pathetic. The Lions' season is about to end with a whimper. (21-10), extra point will make it 22. And with 12:23 to go, the Lions' season is quickly fading here, folks. And we can't even get past 10 freaking points. Yeah, if the offense wants to do anything, that'd be cool. I'd appreciate it. Unbelievable, dude. Unbelievable. Just pathetic. Just pathetic. My plus 900 bet is going to die in game 1 of 6. Yep. That's usually how it goes. And I guarantee you the other 5 legs of that all hit. The Lions will miss the playoffs, though, if that happens. This is crazy. Okay, let it be known, though. This is... Coming into this game, we were supposed to see the Lions at their most desperate. You are now... There is 12 minutes left in your season, basically. Essentially 12 minutes left in your season. You have got to show me something. Show me that this team even deserves the opportunity to make the playoffs. This is worse than the Vikings game. The Vikings game was embarrassing. But considering the added pressure and stakes of this game, this is beyond pathetic. Beyond pathetic. So, we got 8 of you in here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe for the probable end of the season. This is real bad, folks. This is really, really bad. I've got no words. Man. Man, oh man. So, I mean, Mike Tomlin and the Steelers are going to get back to 9 wins because they are incapable of not, but oh, man, Boswell kicks it away. 12 minutes to save your season. As this is returned to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 26. Another tour from I Beat IGT. I just took Detroit plus 450 in a game to win for 200. I hope that hits, man. That's Circa on the app. Come on, man. Come on. Show me anything. Season on the line. You can't go out like this. You've got to show me something. Goff in shotgun, Gibbs to his left. 1st and 10. Let's start with some positive yards. Takes the snap. Play action. Goff checks it down to nobody because Gibbs was still running his route and he throws it in the dirt. Okay, sorry, I had to go at the safety, but... Oh, welcome back, Amari. You've missed quite a lot. And by quite a lot, I mean quite a lot of nothing from the Lions and 1 long touchdown from the Steelers. Goff in the gun. Gibbs to his right. Takes the snap. Checks it down to Gibbs. That's going to be a gain of 7. The Lions are up into the positive yardage in this half. The Lions are winning this. You've missed a lot of pain. Yep. Joey Porter is injured. Is that his hand he's holding? Or something's wrong. Joey Porter has been unbelievable in this game. So, if he's hurt, maybe the Lions can actually pass the ball. Lions today. Jahmyr Gibbs has 6 rushes for 5 yards. Unbelievably pathetic and unacceptable. Come on, man. Show me anything. Just show me any form of life. Show me that you want to make the playoffs. Like, come on. As we're into another commercial break with a injury timeout for Joey Porter, by the way. Man, oh man. Come on, man. The light is quickly fading for the Lions. The Lions have not lost back-to-back games since 2022. And they are on they were on life support coming into this game. They are currently on their deathbed. They're on their deathbed. They see the light over their head. Hoflation is out of control in this. Oh, okay. Hold on. Girl in the hall has to. I beat IGT. I that lives up perfectly to Vegas stereotypes. I feel like we're pulling off an anti-miracle. Yep, we're pulling off. Well, we're not pulling off anything. We just decided to. The Lions' season was on the line, and they decided that they would rather lie down and die. So unless they want to show us something in the last 12 minutes here. Show me that you want to play here. Show me that you want the season to continue. Because this is really, really bad. Third and 4 for the Lions. Clock is ticking. Goff in shotgun. Gibbs to his right. Come on. Goff takes the snap. Has time. Throws it over the middle. Caught. Khalif Raymond, to the 40. Okay, we got to speed up. We got to go quicker. Respectfully, I'm not messing with the Steelers. Have shown that they can bleed 10 minutes off the clock, so let's hurry up. As Raymond gets that up to the 40, first down of the half for the Lions. Come on, let's go. Show some urgency here. Williams in motion. Goff in shotgun again. Gibbs to his right. Takes the snap. Goff, quick throw. Caught. Tesla. Gain of 7 for the rookie. Up near midfield. Porter's back in the game. So that 4-minute injury timeout really wasn't necessary. Now was it? Probably just a cramp. Goff takes the snap. Now they're going quick. Throws it. Caught. Shane Zylstra. First down and he gets out of bounds. To the Steelers 49. Clock still running. You got to get a touchdown. 10-20, 10-19, 10-18 to go. Come on. Show me anything. Not necessary house while we squeeze it in ad break. True. Goff, I formation. St. Brown in motion. Takes the snap. Fake toss to Gibbs, outside to Raymond. Raymond with blockers out in front. First down and more. Inside the 35 to the 34. Another first down for the Lions. That was a great play. Fake toss left, and then Sewell and Ratledge get outright. That's fantastic. That's a fantastic design. So 1st and 10, Lions on the verge of field goal range now. 18 rushing yards for the Lions, but you don't really have the ability to run the ball anymore, which is what this offense's Achilles heel has always been. 1st and 10 from the 35. Goff takes the snap. Blitz coming. Picked up. Over the middle. Dropped. Amon-Ra St. Brown with a egregious drop. It's been an issue for him this year. That's his like 8th or 9th drop of the year. Oh, the Texans finally got their stuff together. Arbitrage coming. I don't know if I do. We'll see. We'll see. Show me anything. Amon-Ra wants to not drop the ball. 2nd and 10. Goff in shotgun from the 35. Takes the snap. Dumps it off. Caught by Gibbs. Breaks a tackle. Shakes a man. Picks up 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Jahmyr Gibbs trying his best. Not a lot of open space for him. Poop's sake, we can't do anything. Well, we're working on it. We're at least moving the ball here. We're moving the ball now, Social. We're moving the ball. 9:03, 9:02, 9:01 to go. I made a Steelers ref image for Monday Night Football. I'll use it if the Lions lose. The refs have had nothing to do with this. Aside from the Metcalf thing, but. 3rd and 2. Goff takes the snap. Looking. Checks it down. Incomplete. Looking for Tesla. And now you have a 4th and 2. Goff limping a little bit. He got hit. He just chucks in the dirt. Did someone hit his ankle or something? What happened here? Oh, Mahogany stepped on his foot. Touchdown Raiders. I get. That was quick. Who was it? 4th and 2. This is the season. 4th and 2 from the 32. Goff in the gun. Takes the snap. And the Steelers called a timeout before the play. Another long touchdown for Geno Smith Incorporated. Why do the Falcons insist on using Tyler Algier? Get out of here. It was Genty up the... Genty, another long touchdown, hey? Good for Genty. Good for him. So the Broncos lose to the Jags. Or are going to lose to the Jags, rather. Oh, my Lord. Fourth and 2. Everything comes down to this, basically. Field goal doesn't help you. Goff, in the gun, Gibbs to his left. Takes the snap. Looking, has time. Over the middle, caught. Raymond, inside the 15, inside the 10. Touchdown, Lions. Khalif Raymond. And the Lions have life. It's not over yet. Enormous. There's a crossing route. We've been begging for it. Begging for it. And on 4th and 2, the protection holds up. And Goff is able to find Khalif Raymond, the veteran wide receiver. His number doesn't get called often on offense, but when it does, he's always clutch. First receiving touchdown of the season for Raymond. As Bates' extra point is up and good, and there is reason to believe, folks. There is reason to believe. We're not going away quite yet. I can't believe my eyes. We did something. There, go get me the new pride. At least my upset pick of the week will happen. Wait, what was your upset? Did you pick the Steelers over the Lions, you rat? Or give me the new price, yeah. Yeah, are you going to be able to cash that out for a profit, IGT? Okay. Take a breath, everyone. Take a breath. Get me a stop, and we have life. Davenport did get hurt. That's so funny. Should I take the Steelers minus 200? Oof. If you're going to take the Steelers, take Steelers minus 4.5 or something if you can. What's the live spread? because depending on the spread, Jags over Denver. Well, that panned out. Denver needed to be fraud checked. I'm breaking out more wine and cheese. There we go. 200 and 900 Detroit wins. How much time is left? 8 minutes minus the 400. There's 8:39 to go. I mean, the line's gonna stop. There's so much time. You just gotta get a stop. You've got to get a stop, man. Did the Falcons really? This is why you give it to Bijan and not Tyler Algier. The Falcons deserve that. That's hilarious, actually. I hope the Cardinals come back. I'm free rolling on the Lions. Yeah. All right, folks. This is it. This is it. This is what we've been waiting for. I have Detroit plus 450 and now Pittsburgh minus 200. That is, you're hedging so hard. All right. 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 Slam dunk. Hey, I bet you one of those bets hits. As Jake Bates gets set to kick this one away, both Steelers running backs out there. Bates, the kick is away. It'll be fielded. No, it won't. It'll be into the end zone for a touchback up to the 35. When she's talking about some I miss you, but the Lions are back in the game. Free plus 500. Yeah, there you go. We're back, baby. We are back. I will say, from the depths of It's So Over, I found within me the inevitable. We're so back. I still believe, as that sign says in the crowd. 1st and 10. Come on, fellas. Rodgers under center. They're motioning some weird stuff. Gainwell motions out. A wide receiver or tight end motions into the backfield. Rodgers. Gainwell in motion. Takes the snap. Gives it to Gainwell off the right side. Gainwell. Cuts it back. No one even tries to stop him. Easy first down. Okay, guys. How did you not understand? Yes, let's go Pittsburgh beat the Lions. Hey, welcome back, James. I'm surprised it took you this long to check back in to talk about the Steelers. So first down for Pittsburgh. 8:13, 8:12, 8:11 to go. 8:10, 8:09 for those of you who want to sync up your feeds. 1st and 10. Somebody do something. Rodgers in the gun, back to his left. Takes the snap, looking to throw. It's a screen pass off the left side. Gainwell gets a block. He gets around the edge, and he's going to pick up 6 yards there. There is a flag down, though. Might be a holding. Please be a holding. That would actually go a long way. Flag, 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 flag. Hello. Illegal block in the back. We take those. Back them up. Back them up. Okay, let's go. 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 Back to the 35. That is undoubtedly a block in the back. But is that Johnny Smith? Undoubtedly a block in the back. $7.50 to go in this game. Come on, boys. 1st and 20. This has to be where you stop them. This has to be where you stop them. Time is ticking. 7:44, 43, 42 to go. Not a lot of penalties in this one. Rodgers in the gun with Warren to his right. Rodgers. Man in motion is Freiermuth. Rodgers. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Down the left side. It is caught. DK Metcalf. And there's a first down right away. Hey, remember when I said this is where you have to stop them? How about not even coming close? Back shoulder throw to Metcalf. Rock Yassin in coverage. Metcalf uses his frame perfectly to gain the leverage needed. from the Lions 45. If you hold him to 3, you're still technically in it. Rodgers in I form. Takes the snap, gives it to Warren off the left side, cuts it back. Warren with all kinds of room. Inside the 30, inside the 20, he's gone untouched. Jaylen Warren, his second long touchdown of the half. Hey, remember when I said that the Steelers' run game is not explosive? Stop making Jaylen Warren look like prime Jamal Charles and literally do anything. This defense is pathetic. The Lions... I've got nothing, man. The Lions season is going to end because this run defense that they've emphasized so much over the last few years can't stop anything. That's it. That's game. Lions going down by 12 with 6:41 to go. That's all she wrote, folks. That's all she wrote. Now, as someone who has Jaylen Warren in Dynasty, I'll take it, but that's insane, man. Man, oh man. Jaylen Warren in this game has 14 carries for 143 and 2. He has a pair of 45-yard touchdowns. Pathetic. This defense is pathetic. Is absolutely pathetic. I've got no words. They suck. I still believe. Okay, you know what? You still want to believe? The Lions need to score within the next 2 minutes. They have to go quick because they basically have to force the 3 and out because they only have 2 timeouts. Jaylen Warren's last 2 rush attempts, 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. Pathetic. Beyond pathetic. You're making the Steelers look like the greatest show on turf. As this kick is going to be returned to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 32. I beat IGT back with another 5-er. Lions experiencing what the Eagles did when they lost both coordinators after the 23 Super Bowl. Detroit going to have to fire both one and done. They won't fire Shepard. I think they believe too much in him. But Johnny Morton's definitely gone. Dan Campbell can't be calling the offense next year. Not because he can't do it. Obviously, Dan Campbell has proven that he can call a decent offense. Or even a very good offense. But he's way too overtaxed. It's all right. We'll be elite next year. I'll be very grateful to have a third place schedule. I'll tell you that much. So 6:36 to go, basically in the Lions season. Goff takes the snap. Looking to throw. Flag down over the middle, caught by St. Brown, but I'm guessing... Well, that was a quick flag, so maybe it's offside. Nope, illegal shift. Well... Thank you for the 5-er, by the way, IGT. I don't even know how much you've spent on Super Chats today, but I'm eternally grateful. Thank you so much. Incredibly generous of you. So 1st and 15, 6:30. Time is ticking. How is time ticking if the first play didn't technically count? That's so stupid. You gotta go quick, guys. Gotta go quick. Go, go, go. Goff. In the gun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Checks it down to Gibbs because he has no other option. And Gibbs is going to pick up 4 yards. Come on, man. We've got to try harder than that. Take a shot downfield. Just throw one to JMO. Just take a chance. You have nothing left to lose. You've got to try something. Goff in the gun. Takes the snap. Looking over the middle. It is almost intercepted. 3rd and 10. Clark has dropped 3 interceptions this game. Chuck Clark, man. He's had a great half, though. I'll give him that. I will give him that. Love that score. I'm sure you do, James. Congratulations on the Bears making the playoffs. Goff in the gun. St. Brown in motion. Takes the snap. Goff throws it down the right side. Caught. Jameson Williams. There's Williams. Over midfield. He's going to get down to the Steelers' 46 on 3rd and 10. All right, well, there's something. Third place schedule currently includes Washington, Atlanta, San Fran, plus the home doppelganger Colts or something close to. I'll answer that in a second. Raymond getting out of the game. 1st and 10 here for the Lions. Takes the snap. Goff throws it. It's caught. Jameson Williams again. 1st down. Washington, Atlanta, San Fran. I certainly like playing Washington. I certainly like playing Atlanta. And I certainly like playing the Colts. Goff looking. Checks it down to Gibbs again. 5-yard gain. So, I mean, I'd rather play Washington than Philly. I'd rather play Atlanta than whoever wins that division. And I'd rather play San Fran than the Rams or Seahawks. So, but that's a tougher game. And Colts are a joke now without a QB. Goff looking. Throws it left side. Caught. Is that Ferkser again? Anthony Ferkser 1st down and he gets out of bounds. 4:32 to go. Bears will destroy the Niners. Well, that will be a really good game. I think the Bears should be able to run the ball, which means they'll be able to pass the ball because they'll be able to set up the play action. So that'll be a good game. I'm curious to see how the Bears defense does though against against a good offensive scheme that San Fran has. 4:32 to go. Lions in the red zone. Got to get a touchdown in the next minute here. Goff takes a snap. Blitz coming. He's going to dump it off to Gibbs. It's a screen. Gibbs gets to the outside, inside the 15, inside the 10, down to the 5, tries to stay in bounds. He's out of bounds at the 3. So Jahmyr Gibbs, a great call by the Lions there. They beat the blitz with a screen. And Gibbs gets down inside the 5. Yep, out of the 2 maybe. No, they're going to say he's out of the 4, but it doesn't matter. 1st and goal. Goff takes the snap. Blitz coming again. Rolls out right. Looking. It's deflected by Jalen Ramsey. Great play. Gibbs has 8 catches in this game. Unbelievable. 11 targets. 2nd and goal for the Lions. They still technically have life. Technically. All right. 4:18 to go. If the Lions score before the 4-minute mark, you get 1 stop and you can go down the field and score again. We'll see. Goff. St. Brown in motion. Goff takes the snap. Blitz coming. Goff throws it. It is batted down by Black in the middle, the big defensive lineman. That brings up 3rd and goal. Zylstra's wide open too, if Goff puts a little more air on that. Detroit pulls this out, the Bears are getting knocked out. We'll see. I have my doubts. Oh my lord, Zylstra's so open too. Damn. 3rd and goal. 4:15 to go. Lions from the 4. Steelers showing blitz again. Goff takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to Gibbs outside. Touchdown. Lions. Jahmyr Gibbs. 48th career touchdown. The most anyone has ever scored before turning 24. He passes Barry Sanders. And the Lions make this a 1-score game once more. I've seen teams win in worse situations. Teams in worse situations win inside of 5 minutes, I believe. All this for a pick from Goff with 32 seconds left. So much for you believe. All right. 4th reception for touchdown for Gibbs this season. Bates extra point up and through. So the Lions, they put up more points. And now the season comes down to, can you get a stop? Which I just got the Lions feed. Oh, you get to watch now. Hey, you know what? Now it's time. We just needed you watching, IGT. We just need you watching. Where was this Lions offense the whole game? fantastic question. Apparently they weren't. Apparently being on the verge of elimination coming into the week wasn't enough motivation for them. We've reverted back to what we expected, which is the offense can score and the defense cannot stop anything. Lions only have 2 timeouts, so they have 3 stops of the clock. We'll have to see how this goes, man. I believe, but Tua and Baker have traumatized me for life. Fair. Lions will kick it deep. 4:11 to go. You need 1 stop. If you get a stop, the Lions honestly probably should win. But man, do I not trust this defense right now. I don't trust this defense to stop a light breeze, so they'd have to surprise me. Bates' kick is away. It'll be fielded at the 7, up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30, to the 33 or 34. Plenty of time. Plenty of time, but with the way that the Steelers have been bleeding clock, that time can disappear awfully fast. Awfully fast. The Steelers have how many yards of offense? 400 at least. The Steelers are up to 438 yards. The Pittsburgh Steelers, who on the season were like 28th in total yardage, they average 299 per game, and they're at 4. We'll deal with the existential crisis after. Warren is the back. 1 stop is all you need. Rodgers, under center. Man in motion is Smith. Takes the snap, hands it off to Jonnu Smith off the left side. A tight end rush, and that's a first down and more. Just like that, over midfield. Well, if you're going to be bad fast, right? Fair. Fair. Don't get our hopes up. Fair. This freaking team, man. This freaking team. Steelers are going to push for 500 yards of offense at this rate. 3:28, 27, 26 to go. This is where you have to make your stand. From the Lions 46. Rodgers fakes it to Warren. Play action. Rolling out. Dumps it off for Washington. Caught. Washington. Stiff arms a man. Lowers the shoulder. First down. He's out of bounds, but the Steelers are in field goal range. Yeah, they went out of bounds there, but it's another first down, though, so. And even if, yeah. Sorry, I'm going to play ahead of my bed. Yeah, here, I can sync you up. I'll tell you how much time is left on the play clock, and you can sync up your feed if you want. Okay. So, 9-8 on the play clock, 7, 6, 5, 4. Rodgers under center, 3, 2 on the play clock, 1 on the play clock, and they're going to call a timeout. The Steelers call their final timeout. I forgot this defense couldn't stop a wandering toddler. No, I believe. You are very bipolar right now, Amari. That's terrible going out of bounds. Yeah, but I mean, they'll just simply run it up the middle and get another first down. With 3:12 to go, the Steelers are now up to 470 total yards, 471 yards of offense. Giving up almost 500 yards to the Steelers is a new low. If the Lions hold them to 3, they can go down, get a touchdown, and get a 2-point conversion, but they definitely couldn't stop my 3-year-old when he wants to run to the Lego section. They couldn't stop me when I want to run to the Lego section. 9 straight completions for Rodgers. This defense, after having an okay first half, has reverted to its worst version. Okay, same formation. Jonnu is the back, and Kenneth Gainwell split out wide. If they hand it off to Gainwell in motion and they get yards, I'm going to be pissed. Rodgers. It's going to be a toss off the left side to Jonnu Smith. And Jonnu Smith, there's flag down. and he runs for 9 yards. That better be a holding, because if that stands, that is hilariously bad. That a tight end just ran for 9 yards through traffic on a toss. Nope, it's on the defense. 5 yards added to the end of the run, automatic first down. The Lions... I got no words. I've got no words. Well, at least Detroit's given up all first downs on first down. Hey, you know what? Like you said, at least the Lions are just going to be bad fast. They just suck. They just simply stink. Beyond embarrassing. So from the 20, the Steelers are now in the red zone with 3:04 to go. Rodgers, under center, takes the snap, gives it to Gainwell off the left side. He's going to lose yardage as Aleem McNeil with a tackle for loss. And the Lions will presumably not call timeout. That's a good penalty, man. Good play by McNeil. Haven't called his name enough this period. Without the penalty, the clock runs. Yeah, I mean, the penalty works out but Lions aren't calling timeouts. I'm guessing they're waiting to see if they get the stop on second down before they commit to that. Rodgers under center. Rodgers. 21, takes the snap, tosses it off the right side to Gainwell, cuts back middle. He's going to gain 2 to 3 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and long. Now the Lions will call timeout. So you've got a 3rd and 8. This is the game. You got to understand the strategy. I mean, look, it could work out if the Lions get the stop on 3rd down and hold them to 3, and then you got to just go get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie and send it to overtime. That said, I have very little faith. Aaron Rodgers has completed 9 straight passes. You can't choke on 3rd and long if you don't get them to 3rd at all. Well, hey, they got them to 3rd and long. So this is it. The defense needs a single anything, please. Lions are getting this ball back 100. Yeah, I mean, they'll probably get it back, but let's just see how this goes. Lions have 18 rush yards in the game. That's so funny. Rodgers in the gun, Warren to his left. Be ready for the pass, and you got to be ready for everything. Rodgers takes the snap. They are looking to throw. Rodgers, under pressure, running for his life, chucks it for the end zone. No, he throws it away. That's big. That's big. So 4th down, the Steelers will have to kick a field goal, and the Lions save a timeout, and they haven't burned the 2-minute warning yet. So they're going to probably get at least one offensive play before the 2-minute warning, and they have a timeout still, just in case something goes horribly wrong on offense, like if there's a sack or something and they get really backed up, or if they take too much time. A blocked field goal would be great right about now, though, because then you could get a touchdown for the win. But I would want them to not return it for a touchdown because I don't trust this defense to stop them after that. Anyways, 4th and 8. Steelers going to kick a field goal. Avonte Maddox is injured. Lions, I mean, to be fair, you guys remember how ugly the last Lions and Steelers game was? What was that, 13-13? Did you expect this to be anything else than ugly? Oh, boy. 2:09 to go, 4th and 8. Maddox walking off the field. $37-yard attempt. For Boswell, he's money, but can we get a hand on it? Come on. Boswell's kick is... He missed it! Oh my lord, he missed it! He missed it! Oh, there's no way. There is no way. No. There's no way. 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 The Lions... Boswell misses the field goal. The Lions are down by 5. A touchdown would give them the lead. Do not give me hope. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. Do you believe? Do you believe, people? Oh my. There's no shot. There's no way. There's no way, people. There's no way. There is no way. Ford Field remains the craziest place to kick field goals in. So the Lions starting from their own 27, 2:05 to go. Goff takes the snap, hands off to Gibbs. He's going to lose yards. The Lions are back down to 15 rushing yards. As we hit the 2-minute warning, the Lions somehow have life. Ignore that run. Ignore that run. But what on earth, man? So, your season is on the line. Season on the line. Down by 5. You need a 2-minute drill to save your season. Who believes? Who believes? I'll be honest. I was kind of out. After that second Warren touchdown, yeah, I said that's over. I said it's over. I'll be honest. I did not believe. But do you people believe? Do you have enough belief to make up for my lack of belief? Oh my word. We got 9 of you in here. Be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, folks. It takes a second, helps the channel grow. And comment how you're feeling, man. Man, I believe now. Can we pull a Broncos versus Giants? I remember that one. That game was too stressful. Oh boy. I can't believe this is still. I cannot believe this is a game. How is this a game? How is this a game? Hey, I'm just saying, folks. JMO, you wanna do something for me? There's I don't know how much, if you can see well how much is left. There's probably 5 shots worth. If Jameson Williams scores a touchdown on this drive, I finish the bottle. If Jameson Williams scores, I finish the bottle. It isn't fun if it don't raise your blood pressure. Well, hey. You remember how ugly that Giants win was? You remember that? James is a troll, dude. He'll be back if the Lions lose. You guys remember how ugly that Giants win was? I didn't care. I got excited for everything. I have no shame. I live for this. Let's go, boys. 2nd and 13 coming out of the 2-minute warning. A 2-minute drill to save your season. Jared Goff in the gun. Gibbs to his left. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Goff over the middle. It is incomplete. Looking for Zylstra. 3rd and 13. How funny would it be if they just immediately go 4 and out? I mean, it's all verticals. We got to get... St. Brown was open. It's all verticals. We got to get some crossers. Got to get some in-breaking. We got to get some more diverse routes. 3rd and 13. You just need yards here. You just need any kind of yards. Come on, fellas. 154. Goff. Come on. In the gun. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Over the middle. It's caught by Zylstra. He's short of the line to gain. 4th and 2 for the season. Season on the line. Goff is going to huddle up with the offense. Time is not the enemy. If anything, you kind of have to take time. And a whistle. Oh, what's the whistle? Is there an injury? He did catch it, didn't he? I think he caught it. I think that's a catch. Yeah, he caught that. The Jameis Winston receiving. Yep, exactly that one. Yeah, he caught it. His hand is under that. 4th down. The entire season could end like that. Oh, they stopped it to review. Booth review. Oh boy. Well, a 4th and 13 is certainly not nearly as promising as a 4th and 2. His hand is under it. They called it a catch on the field. His hand is under the ball, and he squeezes it. And it doesn't look like it moves a whole bunch. If they got a Zapruder film this that aggressively, it's a catch. If you can't definitively prove he didn't, his hand's underneath it, the ball doesn't move. That should be a catch. That angle looks sketchy, actually. I'm not going to lie. That angle looked kind of sketchy. Oh, please. No shot they can overturn that. Ball hit the ground. The ball hit the ground, but his hand does scoop. It's close. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Be ready for anything. It's all up to the official's discretion. It was called a catch on the field. You have to be able to definitively prove. It is a catch. 4th and 1.5. 4th down. It's 4th down regardless, but 4th and 2. This is the season, boys. This is the season. And yes, I 100% am going to dramatize every call for this drive because it's for the clip. So when you guys see the clip later, you'll see. 4th and 2, season on the line. Goff in the gun. Gibbs lined up to his left. St. Brown in motion. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Goff under pressure. Over the middle. It's tipped up in the air. Incomplete. But there's a flag. There's a flag. Oh, there's flags down. Oh, my Lord. My heart can't take this, dude. Jamison Williams draws a defensive pass interference. The Lions have only drawn 2 others all season. On 29, he's there half a beat early. What's the flag? It was pass interference. So the Lions get a fresh set of down. He's there early. He is there early. That would have been... JMO would have crashed out so hard if they didn't throw that flag. So 1st and 10 from midfield. Dude. 1:24 to go, people. Whoa! Ah! Do you believe? Do you people believe? This is what it's all about, folks. This is what it's all about. We got 9 of you in here. Be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, folks. Goff in the gun. Gibbs lined up to his left. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Goff fakes it. Under pressure. Sacked. But there's a flag down. There's a tripping. That's a tripping. No shot. The Lions are getting all the calls at the end of this game. Personal foul, tripping on the Steelers. I love ref ball. This is so fun. I love ref ball. Let's go. I mean, granted, those are justified calls, but the Lions just got another 15 yards. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. A tripping. Oh, come on. Yeah, that was blatant. I just love ref ball. I love ref ball so much. We got 9 of you in here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe, folks. 1st and 10, 1:19 to go. The Lions are down to the 35 or something. Down to the 36-yard line. 1:19. Goff takes the snap. Has time. Now it's running out, and it's batted down at the line. Incomplete. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. 2nd and 10. We got time. All right. Mahogany got beat on that play. Decker started to get beat too by Highsmith. Don't have infinite time back there, Goff. However, the Lions don't need it all in one chunk. In fact, I would almost encourage them not to get it all in one chunk because I don't trust the defense. Goff, alone in shotgun. Just keep chipping away. Chip away, chip away, chip away. Gibbs motioning into the backfield, sprinting out. Goff, quick throw outside to St. Brown. St. Brown on a screen with blockers out in front. Inside the 25, inside the 20, inside the 15, down to the 11. St. Brown on the screen. And it's another first down for the Lions. The Lions are in the red zone. St. Brown a little shaken up after that. 50 seconds to go. Goff in the gun from the 12. Takes the snap. Blitz coming. Goff throws it for the end zone. Incomplete. Looking for Tesla, but way over his head. 45 seconds. How's your heart rate doing, fellas? How are all your heart rates? I'm probably at a solid 130 right now. It's going pretty quick. It's second and 10, 45 seconds. Least stressful Lions game I know, Ethan. I know. This is worse than the Giants game. I'm dying. I know, social. Second and 10. We got 13 of you in here. Steelers showing blitz. Goff alone in shotgun. Goff takes the snap. Blitz coming. Quick throw to Tesla. Tesla inside the 10. Inside the 5. First down at the 2. Get David Montgomery in the game. 30 seconds. First and goal. Actually, just give it to Gibbs. Just give it to Gibbs. I don't even care. Just get in the end zone. From the 1. Goff in shotgun. 27, 26. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Designed rollout. Has St. Brown. Touchdown! Lions! With 22 seconds left. They take the lead. And Ford Field is There's a flag down. There's a flag down. What's the flag? What's the flag? Pass interference on the offense. Come on, man. Isaac Tesla with the offensive pass interference. No touchdown. Relax, people. Hold on. Settle. Tesla did not sell his route enough. So it's going to be first and goal from the 11. First and goal from the 11, 22 seconds left. Everyone in chat is so clearly behind. When you guys catch up, this is going to be crazy. From the 11, Goff. 22 seconds to go. And there's a false start now. Oh, dear God. The Lions are backed up to the 16. And suddenly, we've gone... I do not still love ref ball. No, I don't. We have gone from a touchdown to take the lead to now it's back to the 16. There's 22 seconds. The Lions have a timeout. Oh, come on. Kingsley Aguakon with the false start. Goff from the 16 in shotgun. Gibbs to his right. Motions out. Takes the snap. Goff throws it over the middle. It's caught by Gibbs to the 9. And the Lions will have to use their last timeout. Jamison Williams also down on the field. Lions from the 8-yard line. 13 seconds to go. Timeout Lions. Second and goal from the 8. Second and goal from the 8. Are you serious? Bye-bye, Prophet. From the 8, you have 3 chances. You have 3 chances to get into the end zone. Second and goal. Season on the line, fellas. $16 seconds left. They added a couple ticks. You've got 3 chances. You've got 3 chances to get in the end zone to go win this game. Goff from the 9-yard line. Nothing in bounds. No sacks, nothing in bounds. Goff takes the snap. Looking, steps up. Goff to the back of the end zone, incomplete. That's 1 shot. Third and goal with 11 seconds left. Come on, folks. He thought that JMO was going to come over the middle. The Steelers are dropping everyone. You've got to have someone. I want to flash back. I want to flash back to the first Lions win in the Dan Campbell era. It was an Amon-Ra curl route to win the game. I'm looking for the curls. Come on. Goff alone in shotgun. Takes the snap. Goff. Waiting. Throws it. Back to the end zone. It is! Oh, it's almost caught! Tesla unable to bring it in. 6 seconds to go. 4th and goal. The Lions' season comes down to one play. If Tesla caught that, man. He almost had it. He almost had it. 4th and goal, 6 seconds to go. This is the 8 seconds, it doesn't matter. This is the last play of the game, possibly the only meaningful one left in the season. 4th and goal, Lions season on the line. Goff takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Goff steps up, throws it to the end zone. Caught, but he's short, but there's flag. There's flags down. And he laterals it to Goff, who's in. Touchdown. Hold on. There is all kinds of craziness to sort through. All kinds of chaos to sort through. Flags are down. There's no time on the clock. Hold on. We got to sort through this. Please tell me that lateral to Goff worked. No time on the clock. 0 seconds left. The Lions' season has come down to a ref huddle. The referees are conversing. The Steelers are ready to celebrate. The Lions are hoping it's on Pittsburgh. Goff's arguing for the lateral. Of course, the Lions' season comes down to the refs and what the referees decide. Goff arguing for the lateral. I don't think he's going to win that argument. What's the flag? Come on. I'm going to have to turn the volume up so I hear the call. Everything comes down to this. If it's on the Lions, it's game over. It has to be a defensive penalty or the Goff touchdown has to count. There's 11 people in here waiting to see the result of ref ball. Dude, can we get any kind of clarification? They're still talking it over. This has been like a 3-minute conference. Here we go. The call is the call on the field is a touchdown. So the ruling is that it is a touchdown, but there was offensive pass interference, and because there's no time left, that penalty is not enforced. The game is over. And so is the Lions season. The Lions season, rightfully, honestly, ends on a referee conference. I've got no words. The Lions season ends. Here, let's see it. Amon-Ra. I mean, he does shove Jalen Ramsey. Little too aggressive by Amon-Ra. It is a penalty. Good sell by Ramsey too, but... And the Lions season ends with a call from the ref. Oh my lord, dude. What a stupid way for that to end. What a stupid way for this season to really end. That's... Man. I've got no words, guys. 15 of you in here. Be sure to hit like and subscribe. It takes 2 seconds. It helps the channel grow. If that had stood, that would have been the craziest walk-off of all time. Instead, the Lions season is over. That tracks. That tracks, man. I've got no words. So the Lions no longer, they didn't control their own destiny technically anyways. They really don't control it now. The Lions move to 8-7. They lose back-to-back games for the first time since 2022. All we know is pain. All we know is pain. Hard to believe a team with all this talent sucks. Lots of, yeah. Frustrating, man. It's frustrating. No words. No thoughts. Head empty. That's where we're going to wrap it up, folks. Thank you all so much for being here. It was an absolute pleasure to chat with you guys throughout this one as the Pittsburgh Steelers defeat the Detroit Lions 29-24 in just the weirdest ending, but one that probably the Lions deserved. So I'll be back shortly, and by shortly I mean this evening. I'll be back in a little bit with a post-game video breaking down this loss, where the Lions stand, and just breaking down the Lions' lost season. Detroit isn't out. I know they're not out, but it's pretty much out. So I will be back live with you guys on Christmas Day for Lions Vikings regardless. So it's not dead yet. I know they need Green Bay to lose out. But I'll see you guys back here on Christmas, or if you're interested in the post-game video, that'll be out in a little bit. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Again, thank you so much for being here. So, till next time, my friends. Cheers.